Come on, ladies, it's Sunday Milk Day. Let's go load up.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. It's Clancy, it's Feidelberg, and it is fucking sad boy season.
I think, right? I mean,
No,
we're obviously
it's
recording
here.
this on Wednesday.
It's here.
It is.
We're
There's a
calling our
bite in
shot.
the air.
There's no way that it's 60 degrees right now.
Whatever day it is. What am I, a fucking calendar? Just fucking...
What am I, a fucking calendar?
What's happening right now?
I don't know the
fucking
days of
fire
the
alarms
week.
going off in here.
This fucking place, man. I swear to God, I hate it here so much. Sad boy season has arrived. It ain't sad girl autumn. It ain't sad bitch fall. It's sad boy season,
It's not
motherfuckers.
it is fucking sad boy season. And sad. The thing about sad boy season was it was open to boys and girls. It's always like.
Oh, we're very gender fluid here.
Everybody
knows that.
I'm
non-binary.
mostly a chick. So
We're
when I
non-binary.
say sad boy show, it's obviously for everybody.
A sad boy is so feminine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
A sad boy is more of a chick than it is a man.
Yeah. He's got no confidence.
Yeah. He's barely got a cock on him.
Real feminine traits.
He's a failure. He has no confidence.
No.
Hates himself.
Dude,
Just like chicks.
Speaking of confidence, there's something like
I have none. I have fucking none.
and this
man.
is why I thought of this weekend. Why don't you?
I got
Because
none.
I spent this weekend with my parents.
Yeah.
And it's something I've realized forever, but like it really shone through this weekend.
Shone is a terrible word, by the way.
It's SHONE.
I know, but it should be like shined or something different.
I like shone.
Shone sounds
Shone
weird to
through.
me.
But it's not gonna be me, you, and Shine fucking up there, okay? The way he says shine just pierces your bones.
Yeah, it's like when you talk. Why should I have confidence?
Because you're a dad. And I spent this weekend with my parents, and dads just have this confidence. It is undeniable, and it's unbearable.
Do tell.
Dude.
Like when your dad proclaims something that's just like incredibly wrong.
Just
but,
with the way they say it,
Yes.
it's unbelievable.
Yes. Yeah.
Bro, we were driving. He's been to Manhattan a couple of times, you know, right? We're driving through West Village, and he's just like, "There's Washington Square Park coming up here." Bro, you know I live here,
Yeah.
and you don't,
Right.
And you're wrong. Like it's why? What inspired you to say that?
And even if it was like, so what, dude? Even if you were right, that story sucks, Dad.
And then he was like, we're watching a baseball game. We were watching a baseball game. We were at an alcohol bar watching a baseball game. And fucking, what was it? Evaldi was getting taken out. And right before that, my dad was like, it's probably about it for Evaldi. And then there was no sound on the bar, so right away it cuts to Cora coming out. And he's like, I should be a fucking baseball player.
I know it.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you've said 17 different things this
Yeah.
game that the opposite happened.
How about John Smoltz the other day?
The hand
On the bag.
Like, look,
John
right
Smoltz
there.
was watching the TV, and you'll see his hand comes off the bag right there, and picked a time when his fucking whole ass palm with that mitt was on the bag. People,
But
maybe
dad, dude,
I don't know
like,
if it's a dad thing or just
it's
an
a
old,
dad
it's
thing.
an old man thing. I
I think it's old white guys.
Well,
Because
most
their whole
old white guys
lives
have
have just
kids.
been.
Yeah.
No, I think they've all just been like.
told they're right all the time.
Yeah,
right.
Like, yeah, for 60 years, no one said I did something fucked up, so I think I got
can
it.
do it, yeah.
Dude, this didn't happen this weekend, but like, I'll be like at home, and we'll be watching a game, and they'll be like, won't even flinch, like touchdown coming up.
It's like, nope.
What do you
Just
mean?
not, dude. Just absolutely not.
Yeah. Oh, Mac Jones gonna throw over a 60-yard pass here.
Well, I guess when you have kids,
What are you talking about?
it's like Mac Jones doesn't throw the ball further than 5 yards, Dad. I guess when you have kids too, you're like, you're right. I mean, they're young and dumb. You know what I mean? You've been right.
You don't know shit.
Right.
I know everything.
Because they don't, and and they just think you do. And then when people are old enough to call you on it, it's like, oh.
But by the time, see, this is what Dad's bet on. By the time I'm old enough to call you on it, you've paid for everything for
so I
20
won't.
years. So
Yeah.
I won't. I'll let you have it.
I'll never like argue with my dad.
You purchased my loyalty, so I'll let
Yes.
you fucking think that's Washington Square Park coming up. Fucking, if you told a friend of
Yes.
yours, he'd call you an idiot.
Bro, if I've watched like Thanksgiving football games with my uncles and even my cousins too, and they'll just be like so wrong about something, you know. Like, you know, oh well, you know, like the Cowboys always win on Thanksgiving or something like that I just like know is incorrect, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, man,
Yeah.
Okay, you're banking on like I don't want an awkward encounter, and yeah, with my family's case, like you guys have done so much for me, I don't want the awkwardness of me having to tell you you're wrong. So
and I hope it never changes. It's the best.
Right,
I am
right.
not saying there's a negative. I aspire to have dad
be that,
confidence.
yes.
I want dad
God,
confidence.
I wish I did.
I just don't have. I might
nothing.
fucking. If you're a lady in the Chelsea West Village area, better watch out because someone's on the hunt for dad confidence.
Your boy's about to throw out.
You're not in any danger. I want to be clear. It would be consensually acquired dad confidence.
I'm not gonna rape you. Let me just be clear. Bro, Dad.
By the way, my voice was scared
That was
to say
so
that.
weird.
That was like it was
that
like,
made me laugh. That was
I
funny.
was getting joked.
Yeah. Again.
Which won't happen to you unless you want it to.
Unless it's consensual, which you will. Dad confidence is that's a whole thing right there. I feel like.
It is.
Dad confidence.
It's great, man. It's fucking. Dude, I was.
Yo, you know
I
what,
was
though?
looking at my dad with like more love in my eyes than my mom looks at him with. I was just like, man, you got fucking what I want, bro. Like,
yeah.
you got-
I can't wait to be as dumb as you are, man. My kids, because you know, I was saying your kids are always dumb and wrong. My kids got me this weekend. And it's actually very funny because as we started this, I don't know if you were doing a mic check or something, but you were just saying like poop or doo-doo or whatever the fuck you were saying. What were you saying?
I was rhyming with 1 2. I said pee pee poo poo.
Yeah, pee pee poo poo. My kids just love to say bathroom shit now. They just say pee and poop and toilet. They say toilet and start laughing, John. They just love it.
Kids are the fucking best.
But it's funny that's inherent, you know what I mean? Like you just know that pee and poop is funny and shit. And so Keegan says to me, what did he say?
It's because you're embarrassed of it.
Yes,
Was
there's
it
like
Mark
an inherent
Twain?
shame, right?
Mark Twain, I think, said if you're embarrassed of something, if you're embarrassed of a story, it's one you should tell. And you're embarrassed to peep, you're embarrassed to poop.
So when you say it and do it,
Like,
it's
yeah,
funny.
it's funny.
Yeah.
Like I pooped. I did poopies.
My Keegan said to me something like, he was eating like crackers or something, muffins. He was eating muffins, and he said to me,
It's you, McMuffin. The best line from that movie.
What is this?
With the homeless guy in Superbad. It's
Oh,
you, McMuffin.
"Yo, Breaking Bad, Superbad is." I just watched it for the first time in a long time. It really is just an absolute all-time great. Anybody who wants to tell me that's their favorite funny movie of all time, I wouldn't. I wouldn't
won't
argue.
argue.
But Keegan says to me, he said like, "Say pea muffin."
That's fucking funny,
Right? But he got me. I got like D's nuts by my son. I was like, pea muffin? And they were like, ah! And I was like, fuck! I fell for it. Because I didn't think it was P. I thought it was like the letter P. I wasn't really listening to them like, and I was like, you just D's nuts me. You're fucking 4 and you got me, dude. It's so funny. And I also
fucking pea muffin. What a rookie move.
I right into the trap, man. I also is your dad known for just like taking like colossal shits and farting and smelling?
No.
So like I feel like a lot of dads have that like that reputation
I'll
about
make
them.
fun of him a lot. I'm not gonna throw that one on him.
Yeah, like my dad, he'll blow the whole fucking house out. It's like, oh my god, stand clear. And I've never been that way, but I will just rip ass in front of my kids all the time because they laugh. They love it. So if I feel like I got one on deck, I'll like try to make it happen.
You hit him with a pull my finger?
I haven't done that because
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. But if I do that to them, the house will come down. Like I'll just be like,
You gotta record the first time you hit him
Yes.
with the finger.
Oh my God, that's so great. I can't wait. I'm gonna have like multiple cameras set up because if I gotta let one go, or I would just ordinarily like I know how to do it like a fucking human where it's not gonna be a big deal. When it's just me and them, I'm just like like let her rip.
Kevin's gonna do Kevin Clancy's fart factory. It's gonna be a bunch of cameras, gallons of milk, fucking cigarettes, fucking brew
Banana
juice.
cigs. Yo, I have a confession. Usually, while we have basically been on like a collision course as humans, to like meet somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean?
You
like,
and I?
Yeah. Like where I'll go off on one track, but then I'll come back.
Yeah,
and go off
yeah.
on one. Eventually, we just become
It's
the
a
same
fun life
person.
journey we're on.
Yeah. We kind of like go like this. You know what I mean? Like we'll separate and then come back. Separate and then come back. But for the most part, there's like jokes about me and jokes about you that and I'll look at like the social media and I'll see something. I'm like, that's about me or that's about you, right?
Yeah.
But this morning or yesterday morning, whenever it was, I see, like, how many pints of ice cream did I eat last night in my sleep? And I was like, how do they know? But then I see it was just you were tagged.
Yeah.
So I was like, I am on the ice cream train right now,
You
bro.
on a run?
No, it's bad. John, it's bad.
How many? What are we putting down?
I just discovered ice cream.
What?
Like for the first time in my life, really. I'm not an ice cream guy. I would have it like a couple times a year. And then I stumbled upon Haagen-Dazs caramel cone. And I learned about 16 handles, which I don't like the ice cream. But what I do is I order all the sides.
Yeah, I spent $40 on 16 one time once.
Right.
I ordered
Yeah.
one medium-sized
Right.
thing, and it was $40 with all the toppings I got.
'Cause
Because they charge you $2
I
for like
know.
a Jello shot of toppings.
I get the
You got
4-ounces.
6 gummy bears in there.
I get the 4-ounce cups.
Yep.
And then on DoorDash, you can only order like a one order or a double order. And then I went in the comments and I said, send me another double of each thing. So I got 2 doubles and 1 single of cream cheese cheesecake bites and cookie dough and graham cracker whatever.
Yeah.
And then I just eat it with my regular ice cream. I mean, I'm talking like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like I'm talking like I'm eating nothing but ice cream.
Bro, that's why you're farting so much.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, because
You're like a
those
chick
are all
who just had a
separate.
charcuterie board and was like,
No.
oh.
No,
I think
because
my
I'm
goes
not
intolerant.
farting around like anybody else except for my kids. But the ice cream is like it's a problem. Like I'm already like the biggest I've ever been. If I just continue to eat nothing, I mean I'm not having meals, John. I'm just eating ice cream. The only thing,
That's my
like,
guy.
like I think I'm in such a depression that the only food my body will even consider eating is ice cream. I'm a pregnant woman.
If I have to work to break it down, it's not happening. I'll
I
enter
wanna-
thick, melt in the stomach. I'll go out either hole. Doesn't matter.
So then last night I am 3-cheed to the fucking moon last night, and you have to order some ice cream to get the sides from 16 handles. So I got it.
Real racket they're running over.
They
there.
really are. I'm like, can I just order the sides, please? Fuck. I grab the ice cream, the cup of ice cream when I'm ready to go to bed, and because it started to melt, like the cup was like soft, whatever, I end up like kind of grabbing it and just moving it, and the top had come undone. Just a wave of caramel ice cream everywhere. I had a huge glob of it fall on my feet, like in between my toes, ice cream. And I am high as fuck. So I just started laughing like hysterically. And I'm like, I have the empty pint of a Haagen-Dazs I just ate. I have like 50 little things from 16 handles empty everywhere and caramel ice cream in my toes. And I was like, what is happening? Like, just eat a hamburger, man. Just have regular food, dude. It's a problem, John. Because when I get on the kicks, man, when I get on a kick, I eat nothing but that.
Yeah.
I'll eat tacos for 50
I was
straight
gonna say,
days.
you should get back on tacos. That's a good one.
I recently did that though. I did another like 30 days of tacos.
Did you?
Yep.
All
I'll
right.
do like cheesesteaks. I'll eat regular steaks. I mean, so when I'm on a kick, it's a problem. But now usually it's a food. This is just a goddamn ice cream.
This is a dessert.
This is what happens when you find out about something deliciously amazing like ice cream at the age of 36. I'm just like, well, I'm a man. I can eat whatever I want, whenever I want, so I'm going to have ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then I end up becoming a child.
I did the same thing with cigarettes, so I get it.
Banana cigs, folks. If you want a true sad boy experience, go to the Barstool store, get some sad boy gear, get the hoodies, the hats. We're gonna have jackets. We have a full line of gear coming out this year. Put it on. Go outside, enjoy some 40, 50-degree weather. Smoke a Marlboro 100 and eat a banana all in one hand. You gotta have your banana and your cig in the same hand. I want your banana to soak up the smoke, soak up the
I
carcinogens.
burned my banana today.
I burned my banana.
Burn my. I basically made my
S'mores.
I cooked myself a plantain on the street corner.
Bro, eating doing banana cigs in one hand. I don't think anyone's ever done it before now. I think you're the first person in recorded history to have a banana and a cigarette all at once.
I forget if I texted or tweeted this at you, but that is a fucking line cook move like you wouldn't
Yeah,
believe.
yeah,
Like
you
the,
do that.
the line cooks that I used to work with would just be like, they would do it when
Same thing.
they would do it. It'd be so basic. They'd be like, fuck it, I'm having a cigarette, and go out there and just eat something while smoking. And it was, that's just, I miss that. That's fucking beautiful.
That's dirtball
That's the
behavior,
grind,
man.
baby. That's
That's absolute dirtball behavior. What's really lost in the whole birth of banana cigs is the taking a break from the bar. Like when you need a bar break, that's dirtball behavior too.
Dude, I think people are nuts if you're not taking bar breaks. I think bar breaks are the most essential part of going to a bar.
Well, I mean, how long before you need to take a break?
Hour.
Oh, that's not much. You don't need a break at that point.
I mean, like, I'm not going on these extravagant breaks. I'm just like, I'll go outside, just get some fresh air, just be like alone for a minute. You gotta recharge a battery. I'll go on like a walk around the block. I'll go to.
But that seems like a lot after an hour. I can understand if you're doing like a marathon session, but after an hour,
an hour, 2 hours, somewhere in that hour, 2 hours.
I think you're a pussy.
Every hour and a half.
what I think.
It's just a little fucking, just to chill, just a little. Look, no one talk to me. Leave me alone.
Yep.
Here we go. And
Now I'll
then-
go back and be social.
Yeah, because
My banana's done. My
Look.
cigarette's done.
look, when you're fucking talking a lot, you gotta. The brain gets a little foggy. You're like, I gotta go just chill for a
I
minute.
need you desperately to hit on a chick with a banana cig going on. I need you to be like, yo, baby girl, let me get that number, girl. What's your snap, girl?
You ever hooked up with a monkey before?
When I was in Hoboken, I used to have my buddies from Philly come visit me. Jay Hay was one of them, and we were at Texas, Arizona in Hoboken, sitting right outside, right by the path, and he lit up, had to be at least 6, maybe 8 cigarettes at once, and he was just kind of holding them like all in his hand, like he had like a rainbow of them, and he sucked them all in at once as people were walking by, and he'd be like, yo, baby girl, is this cool? You think this is cool? I mean, the looks that people were giving him were pure horror. Just a shaggy, redheaded man ripping 6 cigs at once, like a fucking factory smokestack. Is this cool? Is this cool? Do you think I'm cool?
We had one time. We had a buddy in college. I wasn't in college. It was a friend of mine.
Yeah,
and he we bet him he couldn't smoke a full pack of cigarettes back to back. And the only prize was we bought him a new
more
pack.
cigarettes. Yeah.
And
did he have to could he slowly take his time and then take it as long as there was no
honestly-
break, or he
yeah.
had to like rip them?
I forget. It wasn't a race, so he wasn't
Like he could smoke, put it down.
It was. I don't think he could leave his hand.
Okay.
But it wasn't like you know.
He could smoke it like a normal.
There had to be pace to it.
Yeah.
But it was
And he did it.
And like by the time he got to like the 10th cigarette, however many in a pack, it was like he was like ghost white and like shaking. And we were like, dude, just stop. And he's like, nah, I gotta
Did
finish.
he do it?
Yeah, he did.
He
Cost me
powered
$8.
through. Yeah. That's
Ruined
so
his
worth it.
week. Cost me $8.
I mean, like I would like to say like whatever, man. He had the pride. He could say to you like, "Fuck you, I smoked a pack back to back to back." But like nobody cares about that. He walked away with nothing
For a
except,
non-smoker,
like, vomit.
that doesn't even sound hard. like, why was that difficult? What is it?
Bro, and like inhaling 20 straight cigs has gotta be so fucking bad for you. And you're like, here you go, man. Here's like 4 singles.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
Yeah, this is like 2007.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't that expensive.
Yo, I don't know. I think the main thing, and maybe we can ask Jackie here before we get into Jacqed Up. We also got our top 5s. We've got voicemails. We got an interview with Daniel Sloss on the show.
Just
It's
a
very
legend.
funny. Very,
Just
very
a
funny.
fucking no, that's British.
Nah,
I can't. I don't think
Scottish is hard.
Scottish is hard. Yeah.
Oh man, when I was watching Succession last night, and like Logan Roy started to sound more Scottish to me than he normally does. It was wild.
Yeah,
It was
you were
a
high,
trip.
high.
Yeah, I was high. I was hearing things high.
Oh, by the way, while we're talking, sorry, what were you gonna do?
Well, let's first do an ad. Let me tell you about Allbirds, because the fall is here and it's time to get yourself a nice pair of stylish wool sneakers from Allbirds. Allbirds is if you want to look like you're smart, wear Allbirds.
Yeah.
I see a guy wearing Allbirds. I'm like, what app did you have?
I was gonna say I asked him for a stock tip.
Yeah. How many billions do you have?
Yeah.
You wear Allbirds. Can you take my money and put it in crypto or something?
Yeah.
Allbirds guys are
FTX.
smart.
What, do you want to just hit
Yeah,
that for me?
like
Sure.
you do it for me because you have Allbirds. You must be smart. It was invented by like Silicon Valley guys, and now you can play the part and look like a smart guy too, wearing a pair of comfortable wool, stylish shoes. I got a pair sent to me that's like the Sherpa material that I make my hoodies out of in sneaker form. So I'm now gonna literally be able to be Sherpa head to toe. So if you're a cozy boy, it's cozy season. Allbirds are the pair for you. They're comfortable because it's all that like knit material, but that wool keeps you warm while also being like breathable. So it's not like putting on a pair of slippers where your like feet are sweating and it's all gross. They are like wool runners that are comfortable and fashionable. So it's itch-free, it's all natural, it's all high quality, and it's all affordable. And you can get it at allbirds.com. It's ALLBIRDS.com. And right now, get those wool runners and kick off Sad Boy season the right way with some cool kicks. That's one of the only pairs that I like, as far as I like to wear like sneakers. I don't want like loafers and boat shoes and all that. Yeah. But as far as like non-sneakers go, Allbirds are the only other pairs I really rock. So allbirds.com, check it out, get yourself a pair of those wool runners. Do girls, like, what's the equivalent? And I feel like you might be the right person to ask because I feel like you and your crew are absolute idiots. Like,
Met a bunch of your crew the other night, by the way.
You did?
Yep.
With or without Jackie?
Without Jackie.
Really?
Me?
Yep.
Interesting. Did I tell you any stories? Jackie's scared.
I don't know. I forget their names, but they're from LA.
And they knew me?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
How was I gonna tell you? I just told you.
How else could
It's
you ever
Monday.
communicate
It's like
with
Monday
Who?
morning. I met them Saturday night. I just told you.
Okay, but who?
I don't know. I forget their names. It was just people who were cheering on the Red Dodgers.
This would drive me crazy. I'm with you, Jackie.
Okay.
Can't give one name.
No.
Got nothing.
No, I honestly don't think we ever exchanged names.
And they just said, "Well, I know Jackie."
Then how do you know that they knew me?
I could just tell it by their faces.
This is so annoying.
Yeah.
What do you mean? How do I know they knew you? They fucking said we know Jackie. How else would I possibly know this?
Why? Okay. Well, then I'm glad that you met my friends, I guess.
Yeah, they were nice guys.
Like when a guy
No
is like,
guys?
"I bet you
Yeah.
you can't."
Who the fuck did you meet?
Bro, I don't know. Text your friends who live in New York who are from LA who were at a bar on Saturday night cheering on the Dodgers.
Okay.
What would do girls do dumb shit like that? Will they be like, "I bet you can't smoke a pack of cigarettes back to back to back to back"? It's all right, it's on. I'm gonna fucking do it. Like I feel like that's the best part about being a guy versus a girl is being dumb like that. I feel like girls don't do dumb shit like that.
We do dumb shit.
Yeah, like certain people do for sure, right? But I'm saying like the average
I don't
girl,
know,
so they
but, I
having
mean-
like fun like that.
You just think that girls just don't have fun.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
much. Yeah. I think that girls just don't have fun.
No, it's actually
I think
like
that girls
we
are
just
just so much more
don't
uptight.
do anything at all other
Right.
than talk about boys. No,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
kidding.
it's
I'm
just
fucking
celebrity
with you.
gossip.
Yes, we do dumb
You don't,
shit.
Yeah. Here, I feel like girls just sit down and like drink mimosas and just complain about their boyfriends and talk shit about the only girl that's not there, and then they rotate like that next girl.
No. Ladies,
Ladies,
back me up. The other day, I got kicked out of the bar because my friend and I did spit takes back and forth. to
All
each
right,
other.
now
Like,
we're
into each other's
talking.
Face?
Into each other's face.
Hell
and the
yeah.
bouncer comes over and the bouncer says, "You do one more spit take and you're out." And I had a mouthful of water and I was like, my friend, and I was like, "Take me out!" Take me out.
I
See,
know.
that's what's up.
Jackie and I get sometimes some Twitter comparisons and people are like, oh
Yeah.
yeah. And I have been kicked out for the same exact.
Yeah.
We weren't doing spit takes. We were doing Triple H. We were just go.
Yep.
Right?
It's like super not cool to do in COVID too.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's not cool to do ever. But like right now, spitting on people, really not gonna fly. We brought powder to the bar once, and we were just doing a LeBron the whole time. And I would just like you know, we're in a very crowded bar. I'm like a couple inches above like most people, and then you would just see like a puff of fucking powder. Got kicked out for that. That's good to hear. You know, I like that. I feel like you know, most girls are not doing spit takes though. You think I'm wrong? Think there's an equal amount of stupid shit going on between men and women?
I think I surround myself with equally as dumb people.
Yeah.
So I
gotta have a
don't
fun crew.
know.
You said that
And-
so earnestly, like it was a good thing, you know? Like, I make sure I surround myself with dumb people.
Makes me feel better about myself.
I mean, yo, I watched Brianna's story from Ohio University this weekend. I mean, I'm officially so old because I was watching that and I was like, this is giving me so much anxiety. I was like, I don't know how this girl does this. This is like just day in and day out for her all the time. She's like a one-woman blackout tour.
Really?
Like, she just has to bring the noise. Like, she's just partying all day and night as like the focal point of the party, outside in like backyards, inside in the clubs, taking pictures, ripping cigs. Like, people are just like throwing fucking drinks and drugs at her, just like, whatever. Her friend Grace O'Malley is like her ride or die. She was just dressed as a magician all weekend. She had a top hat and a black
That sounds fucking sick.
So there's a story from Bree's weekend where she's in the bathroom with Grace. So Grace had this like oversized black suit on and a top hat, and she busted the button on the pants. So Bree asked somebody for shoelaces, and they like snaked it through and tied it off. And they're both so fucked up, and Bree's like, so here's the situation. Like, Grace's pants, the button broke, now we tied them off, and she's like, but Grace, you're going no underwear, right? And she's like, yeah, I got no underwear. She's like, so if that button pops, she goes, what'd she say? She said, like, so if that button busts, she goes, then my pussy busts. We're doing pussy busts. And then she had food inside her top hat, and she was gonna put it on, and Bree was like, you don't need to put it on with the food in it, you know? She goes, like, you're not, like, a bit. And she goes, I'm a walking bit. I am just a bit at this point. And it was just, like, two dumb girls in a bathroom. And I was like, yes! This is what it's about. One's dressed as a magician. One's blacked out. We're doing pussy bussing. It was amazing.
A walking bet.
Yeah. Oh, it was so good, man. It was so funny. But yeah, I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that you and your friends are dumb, Jackie. It's just so much more fun and interesting. You know what I mean? It's just like so much better that way to be like a colossal idiot. And to be fair, I was always more of the yeah, there she is on the ride home. Look at her. It's probably like too late.
If you go on Twitter, Chicken Fry posted like "There goes my hero," and it's just like it's an action shot of
Like in the crowd?
no, it's
Oh.
her like walking by herself like to the party.
Because I replied to one on Bree's story where I think Bree was up on like a look at this six pack. There was she was up on like a balcony or whatever, and she was shooting down, and like in the whole crowd of people, you could just see the top hat sticking out by herself, not doing it for a camera or anything as far as I could tell. I think she kind of did a spit take. I think she like chugged something and just went, and it was just like, yep, that's just how she's living, man. But I can't. I mean that. I was officially like, oh, I'm so old, because I was like, this looks like I would not want to do this at all. Like, I used to see blackout tour pictures and shit. I'm like, oh my god, that's awesome. Now I'm like, no way.
Pass.
But you know, she's probably off to the next one, like right now as we speak. But yeah, being dumb like that, you know, it's like, what did that guy get? Nothing other than the memory of like, remember that time I ripped the fucking cigs back to back to back to back to back? I almost died.
That kid's
Yeah,
probably
man.
dead, too, for being totally honest.
What?
I haven't kept in touch with him. He's probably dead. I don't know if it's from lung cancer. He just seemed like a kid who was gonna go. He had a look about him. He had a feel about him. And I was like, oof. You better enjoy your time in this world.
What exactly is the feel, the vibe, the look of someone who's gonna die soon?
If you saw him, you'd know.
You would just get it.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a guy's
Like
gonna be dead
I
soon.
know you haven't met this kid, because if you'd ever seen him before ever, like I don't even mean him with me. I just bumped into him in the street. You'd go,
He's not long for this life.
Enjoy the next few months, dude.
What do you think? What do you think? This is an interesting question.
Oh wait! Speaking of bumping into someone on the street,
Yeah.
Thursday night, I was walking in the West Village, and some kid walked in front of me, and he walked too close, like I'm walking like this, he walked
close.
like that kind of deal. I'll do another reenactment.
If you're watching on YouTube, John is now.
Bang, like that.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like I had to halt a step.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
So I didn't like kick him.
I
Kind of
hate
deal.
that. Usually people inherently kind of time it so it works, but when you got to do like a hesitation so that they walk by, ugh.
And then
Idiots.
Kevin, I gave him a look like this. He went down and then went, "This fucking douchebag," because of how he looked.
Tell me it was someone you knew.
And then as I kept walking, I looked down. And Kevin, I swear to God, we couldn't have been more in the exact same outfit if we tried. Like, bro, this kid had
I'm gonna say you are
dude,
a douchebag.
This kid had like a flat hat like this. He had a mustache. He was a brunette, except for blonde or red. And it was this with a stupid mustache, with big pants,
Yeah.
and a fucking jacket like a.
I
like
can't believe you're a big pants guy now.
And
It's
I was
it's crazy
like,
to be a big pants
I
guy.
only have one pair of big pants, but I do like them. But I was like, I looked at me. I saw me.
Yeah.
And I went, this
What a fucking
douchebag.
Yep.
And then I woke up the next morning and just continued
Did
my
it
life.
again. Yeah, just put the same fucking
didn't-
clothes on.
Didn't make a single change about me.
Didn't think about the fact that everyone who looks at you thinks douchebag. Just let it be.
It's
like,
just
this
part
is
of my
you are just a douchebag to your core.
like everything.
You're
but
like the fiber of your being is douchebag.
but I'm also a piece of shit.
Yeah, definitely.
And also like a piece of garbage. I'm on Are You Garbage today.
you are human garbage.
But I feel like those are not mutually exclusive, but the Venn diagram is small.
Douchebag and garbage? No.
You don't think so? I feel like a douchebag is a little more like garbage is kind of like, I don't give a shit about anything. A douchebag like tries.
Yeah,
and is like,
douchebag
shit.
is a little more like, it's like if dressing like a douchebag usually means you're like trying to,
Right,
to
that's
wear designer
douchebag.
shit and you're douchey versus like garbage is just like you dress like you're from the
Just a
fucking
piece of
Salvation
shit.
Army. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. But also douchebag can just be like, you're a fucking piece of garbage douchebag, you know? Like you could say, like Dan Bilzerian, I saw him recently. He was on Logan Paul's show. Like, he's a douchebag, right?
Yeah,
Because
for
he's, like,
sure.
worth a lot of money, right? But would you also be like, what a piece of shit?
Yeah, but I don't think piece of shit is garbage.
Garbage is different than piece of
I
shit.
think douchebag and piece of shit. That's a pretty
What
solid.
about
Venn diagram.
trash? What about, like, you're trash versus,
I
like,
think
you're garbage?
that's a step. That's a step above. It's a separation from garbage. It's got a foot in both holes.
Right. You're living in two worlds, kinda.
Yeah. But like, I think garbage is kind of in its own.
What's, like, the hierarchy? Like, what's the last thing you want to be called? What's the worst?
I think douchebag's
Douchebag's pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
Because of like really what it implies, versus like you're like a selfish fucking nobody likes you, your presence. Because like garbage can be funny.
Which again, I am.
Garbage is like a funny thing.
Yeah, I think garbage is a term. of
Garbage,
endearment.
I would be like, call me garbage because I think that's like when you're on Are You Garbage, you want to be called garbage.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like you're not garbage. Then I think trash.
They
can-
put me in the Hall of Fame for garbage this episode.
Yeah, I mean you deserve it.
They're
Bro.
like you're in the Hall
Like
of Fame.
banana cigs is
I just
so
saw a
worth
tweet
it.
that said this changed very quickly from "Are you garbage" to "Are you dying?"
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing about you that's even remotely not garbage, so you have to be a Hall of Famer, right?
I mean, it's definitely. I think they said I prove that it's nature defeats nurture.
Nurture, yeah. No, nurture defeats nature.
No, because they were like you were nurtured in a good family.
Well, but you weren't,
nature
like-
just took over.
Okay, I get that. I think it's
I
more
think
like
it's what they said. I forget exactly.
I think it's more. Yeah, it's like you were born into a good family, but you're the way you lived your life just threw that right in the garbage.
Yeah.
You set that head start on fire and just let everyone pass you. You know, you started out well ahead, and everyone's lapping you now, bro. But I think like a garbage is funny. Trash is like, oh boy, that guy's trash. Where it's like. Well, every now and then, it's a good time to hang out with someone who's trash. You'll end up doing banana cigs or ripping a whole pack of cigarettes, smoking 10 at a time, and then you get into more. Then it becomes offensive. Like anything after that, I think is where it's like you don't enjoy my presence or my company.
Exactly,
You know.
yeah.
Then it's like you're an asshole and then douchebag and all that.
Right.
But garbage is kind of endearing.
Garbage is definitely.
Trash is kind of fun.
Trash is
Garbage
fun.
is endearing. Trash is fun. Douchebag and asshole is kind of like we don't like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
the
I wear
pyramid, if you
I
will.
wear the uniform for a douchebag.
Oh, you dress like a fucking colossal douchebag.
But
but at your heart, you're garbage.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what you are? At your heart, you're garbage. Your behavior is trash. You're professionally an asshole, and you dress like a douchebag. that's John. That is John. If you put him in a little pyramid, that is fucking John right there. But you'll always have the base, the foundation is garbage, and that's why you'll always be you.
How about this? This weekend, I pulled what I think is one of the, like one of the more classy moves. I can't believe I didn't bring this up earlier.
This should be good.
When you were talking about your kids and farts and stuff. So I had a cleaning lady to come, and I have a little trick.
You did the pre-clean, right?
I did a pre-clean.
That is one, by the way, from our last top 5 of moments when you know you're old. Is when you agree to do the pre-clean for your cleaning
I
lady.
did pre-clean, but I also found a bit of a loophole in my years in New York. I've never used the same cleaning person twice.
So you don't care?
No, because I lie to them. I tell them I just moved in, and that's why it's in disarray. I was like, I just moved in. I kind of just dumped stuff in here, and you just fucking cross your fingers. They don't see the food that expired in 2019. Yeah, I bring all my cabinets.
old
food to the place too. But so I cleaned up a little bit, but my bed wasn't made. Like my room's a mess. So there's shit everywhere. And so I was like, yeah, I just moved in. I'm just trying to get a little organized before I kind of move out. But she was 20 minutes late, Katerina, and it was such a weird stage where I was like, I gotta fucking shit. But like Katerina was gonna come. You can't fucking dump up the house right before the cleaning lady.
She's
comes.
got to spend like 4 hours there and with shit in her nose.
So I was running out just to my porch to fart to come back in.
What a gentleman.
And I was like, this is fucking. Like, I was alone in my apartment. Like, this is fucking class. Just like running out to the porch to fart.
This is class. John's out here giving himself a gold star. Like,
fucking,
what a guy I am.
I don't know if she's ever cleaned the White House, but this is maybe a step down, maybe a step up.
Dude, my cleaning lady at this point is like a part of my family and knows where like the bodies are buried, man.
Really?
I mean, like when she sees my kids, they give them hugs. Gladys.
No shit.
She cleans both of our houses, so like she goes over to the kid's mom's house, and it's like, let me like dust the fucking, you know, the in between the blinds. Let me dust. They come to my house, and it's like was there a war in here? But I mean, she's like seeing like sex toys and lube, like stuff that I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe this poor woman had to see that. Like,
dude, but you're lucky because you're in the burbs, and you have. I feel like cleaning people are just better out there. Like where I grew up, cleaning people, unbelievable, right? They fold their clothes, they put it away. Like
they do that.
They do the whole shebang.
We're in the city. They're just like.
Katerina walked in. It wasn't a Hello Kitty backpack, but it was that size. It was like a purse.
Yeah.
She walked in like she owned the place. And she was like, "Hello, Katerina."
Yeah.
I had a guess. You look mean. Figured you were named Katerina. And then I kind of like showing her around the place. Like, all right, so like, you know, here's the bathroom, here's this, here's that.
She's like, yeah, I know, motherfucker.
And she's like, okay, where does vacuum? I was like, Katerina.
You don't have the cleaning stuff?
1, you should have brought that. 2, I haven't shown you a carpet. The whole place is hardwood. I don't think you know how to clean. If you're looking for a vacuum after looking at this for this apartment,
you're doing it wrong.
I don't think you know.
Well, you can vacuum hardwood floors.
No.
I mean,
you can.
I mean, my vacuum has a setting for hardwood floors.
Yeah, but no one uses that. You fucking Swiffer that or mop that or shit like that, right? So
right.
I was like, we didn't like that's.
Yeah.
We're like, I figured like you had the car outside or something. You're gonna go get all your stuff. She had nothing,
bro.
I handed her a roll of paper towels and said, "See you later." Guess what? Got a text 4.5 hours later. She worked for 5 hours. Do you know what that cost me, Kevin?
How much?
$500.
Whoa. Yo, you gotta come to the burbs, bro.
And when I walked back because I left at 9 in the morning. So in case anyone was wondering why I was here early on Friday or Thursday. Friday. Because it was a cleaning lady.
Yeah.
Or by early, I mean in the morning at all. If
you see John in public in the AM, it's, you know, it's an early day.
Right. And when I went back, if you would like fucking Men in Black me,
yeah,
I wouldn't have known a cleaning person came.
Really? Looked at. See, when my girl comes, it's like it's so depressing. My kids go, oh, Gladys came. The only time they ever live in anything clean in my apartment is when the cleaning lady comes.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
So you know.
Oh my god! If you look at my apartment right now, oh my god, it is absolute chaos. But I'll have Gladys come, and it's like $200 for me, and I'm overpaying her because I know how like messy it gets with the kids. but she'll be there for fucking. Like, she'll come in the morning, and I'll get a text, like, when I'm on my way home. She's like, all right, I'm all done. I'm like, oh, my God, I didn't pay you enough, apparently.
Really?
But also, I want to tell her, I'm like, you don't need to, like, clean, like, inside my cabinets.
Right,
like, some of these things are crazy. Like, I watch her, she first thing she does, she comes in and takes all the cushions out of the couch and cleans in the couch. I'm like, I don't really give a fuck about that. You know? Like, I don't
That
care
is a
about what
lot.
people, it's nice, but I only care what people see.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, right.
Just whatever.
I am superficial.
But by the way, I also think a list, one day we'll do a top 5 of things that are most worth the money. Like, traveling, like, you know, not traveling on the
Good
Fun
one.
Wah
Write that
bus,
one
you
down.
know. Wash and fold, worth it. Have a clean lady.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's
For
just worth it. And the first day when your shit is immaculate, and it only lasts for like a day, but that first day is awesome.
Dude, I got in and I moved my dining room table, my coffee table, my porn box, and remind me.
That was so genuine. My coffee table, the thing that, you know, the porn box.
I will take a picture. Ryan, to take a picture of this.
What's funny is I think
chest.
I think you've sent me a picture before. I think
Yeah,
yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
it's like a treasure chest.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just so much porn.
Yeah.
But I moved it accidentally. That's how light it is. Like, I put my foot on it and it slid out.
Yeah.
And there was a plate of food under it. I don't know from when. I'm like, she didn't even move this very light table. Like, I don't know when this plate of food is from. And the cleaning lady came today, and it's still here.
I get it. It's hard to blame anybody else in the world for a plate of food being underneath your porn box. And you. That's on you, brother. That's not on Katarina. I'm sorry. She's not a very good cleaning lady, but plates of food under your porn box. You're not a very good you. She's not a very good cleaner. That is, you know what's terrible? Finding an old bottle, an old
Did you
baby
eat
bottle.
that off the floor, John?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Bro.
No big deal.
I just wanted to call out because I didn't catch it on camera of you picking it up.
You know what
Bunch of people did it.
I've been doing with my kids since they were born now? When they want to have marshmallows, I don't know why I did this. Just having fun with my kids because they're like little puppets. I told them, when you want to have marshmallows, it's okay, but you have to catch them. I throw them at you, and you have to catch them. And if you catch them, then you can eat them. And if they drop sometimes, they pick it up and go, they give them back to me. We do 5-second rule. That's why it made me think of it. They were like little babies when I was doing this, like marshmallow throw and catch. Shay is almost 6. She goes to the cabinet, grabs marshmallows, brings them over to me, and hands them to me, and then stands there ready to go. She now has a broken arm. And we're still doing catch and throw marshmallows. I think they genuinely think you, like, she's going to go to a friend's house one day, and they're going to have marshmallows, and she's going to be like, all right, I'm ready. And they're going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? They genuinely think you can't eat marshmallows unless you catch them.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, Jacqed Up?
Jacked up. Jackie, a lot of pressure today.
Jacked
I
up,
was with
lot
my
of pressure.
parents all weekend. I didn't get to watch much of the Patriots.
Jets bye weekend. I was working yesterday. I didn't watch anything. So this is your Tuesday afternoon, 1 hour into the episode NFL recap. It's a little something we like to call Jacked Up.
Jacked up.
It's brought to you by Manscaped. If you are a man, you're a football guy or a football gal, you got to be doing your manscaping. You got to be doing your manscaping. Everybody can benefit from these. The lawnmower, everybody can do a little trimming with the lawnmower. Anybody can do a little trimming with the weed whacker. Anybody can make their body look nicer, smoother, softer, sexier, prettier using Manscaped. It's not just a male thing. We're gender fluid here at KFC Radio. I think Manscaped gender fluid as well. Non-binary. It should be called Humanscaped.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
They're going to get canceled soon for being Manscaped. It should be Humanscaped.
Humanscaped.
They've got, let me see what they're talking about these days, huh? Oh my God. Dude. Great copy.
Were we not volatile enough for the copy?
They said, thank you, Manscaped, for keeping my dagger slick.
Yeah.
That's fucking, yo, you ever hook up with somebody and they call they say that your dick is a slick dagger? That means you did some fucking. That means you got a smooth dick that did some fucking.
Yeah, call me King Rutha.
What?
King
Over everybody's head. The fuck does that mean, dude?
King Arthur, but I'm in the reverse. I put the dagger in. I'm backwards King Arthur.
King Rutha. King Rutha. I put the dagger in. Jackie, write that down as one of your rap lines. King Rutha. I put the dagger in. He took the dagger out.
Is that how you'd say Arthur backwards?
It would
Ruta, I think.
Ruta? King Ruta. I put the dagger in. Look at this fucking douchebag.
Yeah. Seriously. What a douchebag. But, you know, if you are going to put the dagger in, you want to have a slick dagger, you want to have a nice set of balls that are nice and clean, Manscaped is the answer for you. Lawnmower 4.0, it's waterproof. It has the nick-proof technology. The battery lasts forever, by the way. I charge mine, and I haven't charged it for like months, and it just always works.
Charged mine.
Always works. And then on top of that, they've got the nose trimmer. They've got the lotions and the like balms to put on your skin and your balls. They've got the boxer briefs that are moisture wicking so you don't sweat and ruin it all. And right now you can get 2 free gifts on top of everything else that they've got here when you go to manscaped.com. Use promo code KFC. You get free shipping. You get 20% off. And when you get the whole package for spooky season, you can get the 2 free gifts as well, all with the code KFC at manscaped.com. Stiff arm your pubes for football season this year. Stay away pubes. Stay away pubes at manscaped.com, promo code KFC. 3 minutes on the clock, John. We've got week 5.
6.
6.
Oh my God, idiot.
Jacqed Up.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Normally I start with the Jets, but the Jets.
Were you confused? It's bye week.
I
You know what
was
that means?
confused because
You're a football fan.
I'm a football fan. I'm married to the game. I'm the only one who watches now. Mac Jones, 0 interceptions because they had a bye.
Nope. That's not true.
That's not true. The Patriots played. Meant Zach Wilson.
Not Zach Wilson. I get them confused all the time.
Yep. But that's true. He had 0 interceptions, so that's a step in the right direction.
Okay, what do you want to hear next? Oh, I'll go Viking Nope. I'm going to go Packers Bears.
Yeah.
So, drums. Not really, but Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers goes to the crowd and says, I own you. I still own you. And you know what? He kind of does.
Oh,
he did.
owns the Bears.
And he owns the Bears. And the what is it? 25. There's he just always wins against.
Yeah, always wins.
Against
And
the
because you know
Bears.
what the Bears do. What do they do with Aaron Rodgers? They just leave.
They leave time. They keep giving Aaron Rodgers time on the clock.
Always.
That's the number one rule.
Like
of
the
Aaron
Bears
Rodgers.
must start
Don't
the
give
game
him
and be
time on
like,
the clock.
there's so much time on the clock for Aaron Rodgers. We're fucked.
Yeah.
We left 60 minutes on the clock for Aaron Rodgers.
I own you is an all-time lie.
But when it's as true as it is.
Yeah,
like he owns
right.
it.
I
Jack.
own you.
Okay. Viking Panthers. It goes into overtime. Something about Darnold calling back-to-back. I don't know. But you can't do that. So they did some, I don't know, but there was some kind of like
Thing.
penalty.
Okay.
And then Kirk Cousins, I don't know.
He
He's
did pretty
good.
well?
I have Kirk Cousins good.
Okay. Next up.
Okay, and then next up is I'll do Steelers Seahawks, also in overtime.
A lot of dramatic.
Last week, a lot of field goals. This week, a lot of overtimes. I actually there actually could be always that much overtimes, but I just felt like it was a lot of overtime. Steelers win in overtime. What is a conversion?
Like a 4th down conversion is like when you get the first down. If you convert whatever
you
you're trying to
convert.
achieve. You can convert the touchdown, you convert the first down.
Okay, so Steelers possession can't even. I am. Like,
So what happened there with the overtime and at the last couple seconds on the clock? Did you?
I don't think I
Did you
did.
figure that out?
So I actually did watch this.
Yeah.
This end here. I know that. Sorry, this might be going over 3 minutes, but
No, you're good.
there was something about. Okay, so it was overtime, as we've discussed, and then Steelers had it. Oh, Okay. Steelers had it, and they. Oh. Okay. So Steelers had it, right? Who's the quarterback for the Steelers?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay, he sucks at like throwing. Like he can't get it more than like 5 yards at a time. So he's like he's going, and they're trying to get there, and they keep getting like right up to the line, and they can't even get like the first like 10 yards or whatever. and then Brown on the Seahawks, I don't know his first name, but he just has an incredible sack. It's a sack.
Yeah,
And
that's
he
when
has
you tackle
an
a quarterback.
incredible sack, and he just like goes up, and it was a 3rd down. So then after that, then they had to like whatever, and then the Steelers kick a field goal, and then they won.
And then wait, did we get any Pats Cowboys?
Yeah.
You ask and you shall receive, baby.
Ask and you shall receive. Diggs intercepts or picks. What's the difference
Same
between
thing.
an interception
Same
and a pick? It's the same thing. And he runs. Oh, okay. So it's 21-20, right?
Right.
21 Pats, 20 Cowboys.
Yeah.
Diggs. I honestly don't really fully understand this, but he intercepts. Oh. And he he's on the Cowboys. Diggs is on the Cowboys. Mac Jones throws. Oh, remember how I said that Mac Jones didn't super wrong because he throws it. Diggs catches it, runs it to the end zone. 26,
21.
27, 21. 26, 20, 27, 21. Jake Bailey goes to punt, and then somebody from the Cowboys blocked it. That was separate. That was before.
That was earlier.
But that was just
out of order.
I didn't really know that was like possible that could happen.
Yeah.
So that was
Pretty
kind of
rare.
embarrassing.
That's
the big play.
jacked up.
That's jacked up.
That's jacked up week 6. That was my favorite one yet. That was amazing.
Thanks.
That was absolutely amazing. That was by far the best jacked up. That was incredible. It's the greatest NFL recap on Tuesdays. No, it really is. Find me a better Tuesday afternoon
I'm
NFL
sure that you
recap.
can find literally anything else that's better.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I really don't think so. I don't know if that's possible. Top 5 today?
Top 5s.
Top 5 in honor of. So we all know about Casey Musgraves, that dirty bitch. That bitch stole "Sad Girl Fall" from John. Sad Boy Season. She announced like her album and all this shit. Her new merch is all "Sad Girl Fall." And then Adele comes through and drops her new single. And now Adele has not proclaimed it, but like the news outlets were like, Adele is back, so Sad Girl Autumn is here. First of all,
Gentrified like a motherfucker.
you got gentrified like crazy.
I've been gentrified.
Like I didn't think it was possible.
Cultural appropriation?
It is. It is.
Oh, are you guys depressed and suicidal?
Yeah.
Then you don't get to use my culture. It's not your costume.
My depression is not your costume, man. If you call fall autumn, by the way,
You're not depressed.
you are a fucking asshole, man.
If you call fall autumn, you spend too much time on Pinterest to be depressed.
Yeah, you read poetry and you're on Pinterest and you like.
Sorry to gatekeep, but I'm gatekeeping.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
you say autumn,
You're not saying enough.
You have too much live, laugh, love in your
right.
on your kitchen.
You have too
to
much
be-
vibrance for this season
Yeah.
if you call it autumn.
which is also sneaky the most depressed people on the planet.
The people that live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love.
Oh yeah.
I
The
think
people
I-
who are living life like with the
Oh, we talked
Instagram
about
in
that with
front.
Sloss. I think we talked about someone recently. We talked about it with Sloss, where like the homes are immaculate and they pretend to have their happy homes. It's like no, everything's so clean because I just need to get the fuck away from everybody.
Right. No, the people who have like immaculate Instagrams are gonna kill themselves.
Yeah.
They'll end up dead like in a week. Absolutely. So Sad Girl Autumn, Sad Girl Fall is here. Adele, by the way, is just a machine. She's a monster, dude. The numbers that she's put up are fucking insane.
Really?
Like she sells.
I think the song's okay.
So
by the way.
many albums. She sells like 30 and 40 million albums.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That's a lot.
I mean, her voice transcends like everything. You know what I mean? Like, there's no like everybody knows that Adele's got pipes, bro. I love Adele. I would marry Adele
I like
right
Adele
now.
very much.
I would marry
this
Adele
song
right now.
I wasn't like, oh my god, it's a good song. But
I mean, all of her songs.
See, I'm an
Her
Adele
voice
fan
is
myself.
fucking unbelievable.
That's why I'm so happy for Sad Girl Autumn.
When I heard her rap Monster, I was like, I'm in love with you.
Yeah.
You're my favorite person alive. But in honor of these rat fuck thieves who are stealing Sad Boy Season from my guy, today we're doing top 5 thefts of all time.
If you've seen any of the Sad Girl Autumn, if you've chuckled at any of the SNL jokes, if you've wept to Adele or Casey Musgraves. You have to buy Sad Boy stuff.
That's the rule.
This is our livelihood.
Yeah.
They stole it, and this is our
They
livelihood.
stole it. They don't need it.
They
We
don't
need it.
Need it. They're selling 40 million albums.
Right. Sad Boy season puts
selling
food on the table.
A handful of sweatshirts.
So I need to buy more pints of ice cream. So buy the Sad Boy fucking sweatshirts. God damn it.
We got sweatshirts. We got jackets. We got T-shirts. We got long sleeve shirts. We got hats. We
Everything.
got anoraks. We got fucking
Everything.
I don't know, winter hats. Fucking all kinds of shit. Kevin's shoes coming out. Those aren't Sad Boy, but they're coming out anyway.
Everything.
You gotta buy our stuff if you've taken note of how fucked we're. If you've made a joke on Twitter about
how much we get
hey,
fucked.
you should copyright stuff.
Yes.
We're not gonna do it. So just buy it.
It's your like your duty, your civil duty. You have civic duty to buy a fucking sweatshirt if you've ever watched our shit or made fun of how pathetic we are. Okay?
Yeah.
Top
They're not
fives.
expensive. Just fucking buy it.
Top fives today are brought to you by Nectar Sunglasses. Where are my nectars at? Who stole my nectars?
I got a pair over here.
Wait, who stole my fucking nectars though?
I think they just got moved to the shelf.
Toss me your nectars, but I want to make sure that mine are still fucking around because I would not be surprised. Huh? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Those ones too.
They were here yesterday.
These ones are, I'll rock these. These are the ones that make me look smart. I got enough people. I was thirst trapping with these. But you can get it all. You can do the shades. You can do the blue light filtering glasses. But Nectar is the new sunglasses company we're rocking with. And I got to be honest, these are some of the nicest, high quality, while still affordable sunglasses we've had. The matte black frames, the polarized blue lenses. I like the ever so subtle blue tint on the blue light filtering glasses with a little bit of the tortoise shell design. It's just high quality, it's fashionable, nice sunglasses. And you know why? Because they're an East Coast brand. They're none of those fucking West Coast douchebags.
Nothing floofy hoofy.
No. West Coast douchebag, East Coast asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference. Like it's like, yeah, we're you'll call us assholes, but we're straight to the point. We're straightforward, and that's what these are. The Nectar Sunglasses brand. It's got styles for any occasion, right to the point. What we're gonna do? We're gonna get you cool sunglasses at an affordable price. That's what you got. They've got classic lines. They're all eco-friendly as well. All come from recycled material, and they have a full lifetime warranty for everything. Anything that happens, you're getting a replacement pair. Sad boy season, you're sad because you lost your glasses? No, you're not, because if you hit up Nectar Sunglasses, they will replace them. You break them, you lose them, they're gone, whatever, they will replace them. And all of these start at just $50. Stylish, they're polarized, they're eco-friendly, they're comfortable, and it's all just starts at $50, and you can live your life worry-free. What are you doing?
Having fun.
Huh?
Having fun.
You're having fun? All right. Well, I can't knock that. So, get yourself a pair of the Nectar sunglasses at Nectar, Nectar, sunglasses.com/KFC, and you get a free pair of the blue light blockers that help keep your eyes protected when you do some online shopping. So go to nectarsunglasses.com/KFC, get your shades and your free blue light glasses today. Top 5 thefts. Who's first pick today?
Someone else still gonna have to answer that question?
I'll give it to you. It's your thing.
Okay. America.
Big one.
Good one.
Great one.
I mean, of all the
An
thefts,
all-timer.
of all the thefts in all the land,
Yeah, probably all-timer.
stealing America was a class move. Like,
I mean, listen, if you want to get nitpicky, we did buy it.
well, we stole it at first, right? Well, then we bought parts, but like it was.
Yeah, we definitely
stole a good chunk.
it. But like we came and we were like, we'll have Thanksgiving and we'll give you like $50.
Yeah. Was there something like?
Well, that's like Manhattan. Manhattan we bought for like $10.
Yeah.
But like the whole country, you're probably right. We just took it.
I think a lot of it was taken.
Well, no, it was really like, here's some blankets, and they all had smallpox.
Yeah.
And then it was like, well, you're all dead, so we're just gonna take this. Is it really thievery if everyone's dead?
Yeah, it's just murder, and then
It's just like murder.
Well, someone's
and...
got to cultivate this
Yeah.
land.
It was actually more like we took over for
Yeah.
you because you were dead. We kept the family business running.
Yeah.
We killed them all, and then we were like, all right, well, we'll run the farm.
We just changed the family heritage up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, it was a big theft. It was a big one. It was important. Look, if we didn't steal America, I'm not here, so I'm obviously pro stealing America.
Yeah, right. Oh, I mean, listen, you better be. If you're not, you're not here.
Wait, never mind, bro. My fucking grandfather came over. I had nothing to do with any of that shit.
Yeah, you didn't steal it.
But my bloodline, you can trace them all the way back. I didn't steal any goddamn land. Probably.
No, you definitely did.
You're
No.
very German, right?
Huh?
You're very
Well, you didn't
German.
have to bring up where I'm actually from.
It's like, okay, maybe
Wanna
not,
talk
but
stealing
maybe just
land.
some reparations of other
Germans paid
kinds.
it. The Germans paid reparations.
Well,
They did.
not enough. Not enough. I don't think it was like, let's call it even.
Let's find out. How much did the Germans pay reparations for?
Which time? World War One.
They probably wrote a bigger check for 2.
I would hope. I would hope. Like, you did it again. I mean, I didn't know that it was like a full, there was a dollar amount on it?
I believe so.
Wow.
I think on one there was.
132 billion? No, 33 billion US dollars? That's not enough.
No.
That's
World
one,
War
huh?
II,
Dude, that's not even
23
close to
billion.
enough.
I mean, that's a good amount of billions.
No, it's not.
It's not?
Bro, that's like,
Germany's a small-ass country.
bro,
small
for,
it is.
for what they did? Dude, they almost ruined they almost ruined the whole world. It was called a world war. There are I feel like an oil spill is like $20 billion. These guys were genocidal maniacs. They wiped out an entire ethnicity almost.
Well, it wasn't coming out of Hitler's personal account.
Goodness gracious.
Anyway, I'm happy we stole America.
You went a little more large scale with it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm all over the place.
Yeah, okay.
I'm all over the map.
Because the first thing that popped into my head was Robin Kim K. stealing her diamonds.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the all-time
Yeah.
one of the all-time heists to me was tying up Kim K and stealing her diamonds. You come in with your World War II shit and your America
I didn't
stuff.
bring up World War II.
Well, he
Well,
did.
no,
but
I
you
did.
brought
I
up
think I
America
did.
and he brought up Germany.
It was a
I'm
fucking-
going a little more.
We stole it fair and square, Kevin.
I'm gonna go a little more niche with mine. Is Kim K getting tied up and fucking? That doesn't get enough pub.
No.
Because I will finally concede after a couple years that it was real. I was heavy on this is a hoax sort of thing, but then I saw her. It's real. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
That you got to be bold to plan that and get the inside scoop with the fucking security guards and shit and tie her up and shit. And when she tells that story, she's like, I thought I was fucking dead. I thought they were absolutely gonna rape and kill me. That's the most famous person in the world. How does that happen? Kris Jenner must have been like. We have like in Arrested Development with the lawyers. We have the worst fucking security guards. How does that happen? It's like Jesus Christ. Kim Kardashian gets robbed. I think those guys got caught, right?
I believe so. It was 9 of them. It was a lot.
Because they tried to sell it, I think, and that's the problem with stealing these things. We're gonna find them eventually when they're on you got to sell them on the black market. But yeah, the Kim K theft robbery way up there. Although that's not my number one, I just wanted to pick the thing that was most opposite of America. And in a way, it's actually the most similar thing to America is the Kardashians. So there's a little paradox for you. Chew on that philosophy. Next up.
Number 2, I'm gonna go. I gotta go Sad Boy.
Yeah.
America's a little better than stealing Sad Boy. I'll admit that. And then, but yeah, I mean, it's an all-time theft. It is.
Casey Musgrave is worse than Adele.
Casey is way worse than Adele.
Yeah.
Adele didn't really do it.
Because Casey did it.
Honest,
It
Adele
was
did it.
she proclaimed it. Adele's just
it's Zagreal fault.
attached to it.
Yeah. So that is once again, store.barstoolsports.com. We have new sweatshirts. We have everything in restock. Sad Girl season is there. It's awesome. It's fucking. Just get it.
Go get it.
Just get it. Just get it, please.
My number 2 pick, Zuckerberg in Facebook.
Whoa! Great pick.
Eduardo.
Great pick.
Fucking Eduardo Savrin.
Eduardo and the Winklevoss. Them.
Yeah. And it's
They were kind of right. I think they kind of.
like the whole if you invented the Facebook, you would have invented the Facebook. It's
Yeah,
well,
I
we
did.
did. We fucking did. And you just kind of stole it that one night. So, I feel like those guys, I think they're all pretty well to do.
Yeah.
I mean, Winklevoss owns all of the Bitcoins.
Yeah.
They own half of the Bitcoins in the world or something. But Eduardo Savrin got fucked, but I think he's still doing all right.
Eduardo Savin, he's an expat.
Cool.
He gave up his American citizenship.
Oh yeah.
So he didn't have to pay taxes. He
My
was
man.
Singapore now. Or something
My
like
man,
that.
pots and pans. That's the fucking move. How much does that guy have? Google that. Let me find out. Do I need to cry for him? Eduardo, straight Eduardo Facebook.
I could tell you,
I don't know how to
it's
spell it,
Saverin, Saverin, I believe.
Saverin, I've been saying it wrong. Okay. Yeah, get me his net worth.
18 billion.
Oh, fuck! Oh, never mind! I didn't know that. I thought he was
Oh,
still
no.
going to be worth millions.
No,
like,
they were all billies.
oh, then I don't shed a tear for you fucking at all.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
You have more money than you'll ever need. Who
I
cares?
mean, that's like, yeah, okay.
It
Fuck.
is
Oh,
good.
you know what? You know what, John? Douchebag.
Oh, big dude.
Big dude. Everyone in the Facebook saga, douchebag.
Big douchebag.
That guy has way too big of ears. You know what? That's so funny. It's like, yeah, you know what? You got 18 billion, but my ears are normal and yours aren't. Like, how do you not fix absolutely every single thing wrong with your body when you're a billionaire? How's
Dude,
the first thing you do? Like, get ear surgery, bro.
I'd start with his smile.
Absolutely, the whole face, the nose,
yeah.
the hair, the ears. Like, change your whole head.
It is.
That
like,
dude needs a Ted Williams Walt Disney head transplant.
I wouldn't become Eduardo Saverin for $18 billion.
No, look at what are you doing with that shirt?
Like,
What are you doing with those
like,
eyebrows?
just I wouldn't live. Like, look at just everything about you is fucking
Awful.
wrong. bro.
Awful.
Everything about you looks like it was created by someone.
Look
like-
at those two fucking guys. Those guys like rule the world, John. Like the nerds have won, man. Like my America and my world, those two guys are nobodies. You know, this ain't right. They
Eduardo-
really fucking could. You know how happy Eduardo must have been when he saw that Andrew what's his name? Andrew Goldberg? Andrew Garfield was
yeah.
playing him. Holy shit!
Andrew
What an
Garfield-
upgrade.
I mean, I'm sorry. Eduardo Saverin looks like he was made by someone
By Mark Zuckerberg.
who's ambidextrous, but they use their opposite. Like they're less good.
They're
hands.
just off.
Like it's just
a little bit
bit-
wrong.
It's a little weird.
Look at those hands in his pockets. Like, what are you doing? His arms are like 9 feet
yeah,
long.
Yeah, like,
That
everyone's
guy-
just like, you fucked it up a little
A
bit.
little too much. Got the longest arm. The only thing longer than your arms are your ears. Goodness gracious. Fuck that guy. But he did get that shit stolen from him.
Yeah.
Facts are facts.
Number 3, Dave Roberts.
That's a great play right there. I was trying to think of all the things you can steal.
Yeah.
And I didn't think of a base for some reason.
Dave Roberts.
Greatest steal of all time.
Honestly, one of the greatest sport plays in the history. Of sports. It
History.
is. It's such a huge play and talked about a ton. And
It's still underrated.
Super under talked
Yeah,
about.
still doesn't get enough
super
credit.
duper under talked about.
I mean, just, you know, the entire crowd, everyone in the building, everyone at home, everyone knows what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that has to be sneaky, but they know it's coming. And you still do it. And you don't get picked off. You don't, you still time it. Like, if
Mind you, the greatest closer of all time is on the mound.
Absolutely.
Like,
it is to get a big enough lead and steal a base while they're throwing over a few times and not get picked. Could you imagine if you got picked off?
Okay.
Like that, I mean.
Dude, and even the fact that like they're down 3-0. Like, if I'm in that position, I'm like, this
This is silly. Like, what are we
who
doing
gives
here?
a fuck?
Yeah.
The series
But he
is
took it dead ass
over.
serious.
Yeah.
And like the next pitch was the hit, right? It was
Yeah.
like boom, like run score, game over, game tied, or whatever it was. Just an absolute, like, the best. Like, if I could give you money aside, forget about money. Like, would you rather be like Mike Trout or like Dave Roberts? Let's assume Mike Trout like never makes the playoffs, never does anything, right? And he just keeps doing what he's doing. Or you have like a city that like when Mike Trout retires, like is the city of Los Angeles even gonna like him?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Mike Trout still pays for meals in Los Angeles, whereas Dave Roberts is like a god.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All you have to do is tell one story.
Yeah.
Like, Mike dropped on his other questions. Dave Roberts is like, what's a steal like?
I feel like
I mean, granted, he's also a
if
very
I ever
successful
if I
manager.
interviewed Mike Trout, I mean, what would we talk about? Like, what's the best moment of your baseball carear? Like, I don't know, that time I hit 40 home runs like
I hit a
every
home
year.
run in June. Once,
Yeah, like
who
fucking
cares?
great, dude. Dave Roberts, I could do a fucking week-long, like, whole series of podcasts on one play.
Right.
It's incredible. I will go with Angelina Jolie stealing Brad Pitt from Jennifer
Oh.
Aniston. Mr. and Mrs.
We
Smith.
got a lot of good thefts here.
Broke up that marriage and just yoinked him right out from Jennifer Aniston. You know, it's like one thing if like you have you're married to someone before you're famous and, you know, let's say they're just not as good looking or not as whatever, and then Angelina Jolie comes in and breaks that up, you know? It's like that's the way that Hollywood works. Brad Pitt already had the Hollywood wife. He had the it girl. And then this like sex siren just
This woman who wears blood on her neck.
I mean, just the all-time like I don't think Angelina Jolie is the hot like the. There are other women that I find more attractive, but nobody I find like sexier. Like Angelina Jolie is a sex bomb.
Yeah.
She was put on this planet to like fuck. You know what I mean? The lips, the body, the eyes, the sultry ways. It's like all you have designed to do is fuck dicks. You know? And like, could you like the first day that Jennifer Aniston sent Brad Pitt off to set, she's probably, well, there goes my husband. Like every other time he went on set, like to do a romance scene, a sex scene, whatever, she was probably like, all right, but I'm Jennifer fucking Aniston. I'm Rachel, so like whatever. And even she was probably like, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
That's got to be the all-time
Also,
biggest
just, like,
cat fight.
You watched that, just if you saw it, like, she was on set the day they were shooting the scene. The fight in the house.
You know. The
My
chemistry.
nipples are getting hard just thinking.
My dick's getting hard just thinking about it. The chemistry just off the fucking charts. And then
become one.
next up.
Me, right? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Yes, your turn, yeah.
My
meant, like,
number
stealing you.
4 is your nose.
Got your nose. Got your nose. What was happening there?
Guess what? Got
My
your
nose.
nose.
How that works on kids everywhere? Those dumb fucks. It's clearly my thumb. It's clearly not a nose,
Bro,
you idiots.
I vividly remember sitting at my grandfather's piano once, and he came over and took my nose, and I threw a goddamn fit. Like, it wasn't like,
Give it back.
I was like, give me my nose back. I was,
We used to tell my older cousins used to tell my youngest cousin, there you go. I just shot you with an invisible bullet. You're gonna die in 3 days, and he believed it every single time. Every single time.
he was like,
I'm
my
gonna
friend
die.
after he finished that pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
I was like, enjoy it.
Because you're fucking dead now, dude. I'm gonna go with this is kind of a 2-for-1 because I feel like I had this as 2 separate ones. I'm gonna combine them, and then I'm gonna have to come up with something for my 5th because these 2 go together. Scooter Braun stealing Taylor Swift's music, and Michael Jackson stealing the Beatles' music. It's like, yeah, he bought them. He didn't steal them, but he stole them.
One of those is pretty fucked up. The other one I don't give a shit about.
Yo, the crazy shit about Michael Jackson is like I think Paul McCartney was like bidding for them, and like Michael just like bid more money. It was just like, no, I bought them, you didn't.
Really?
Yeah, something like that, where it was just like, you know, the Beatles could have had their own shit, but Michael Jackson just bought all their masters.
I wonder what like happened when McCartney was like,
He's like, what
not
the
worth
fuck,
it."
dude? Or I don't know if it's like a silent bidding thing, or yeah, if he, hey, Michael went like another billion up, and you're just like, oh fuck. All right,
What
can't do
is
it.
who is George from the Beatles?
George Harrison?
George Harrison?
Yeah.
Was he in the Beatles like for the full time?
Whole time.
He also has the all-time classic in my mind. Wake me up before you go,
That
go,
is a
to leave
different
me
person.
hanging.
brother.
What?
That is
Yeah.
George Michael.
Yeah.
No,
That's
but oh
Wham.
no, what does George Harrison has something else? What does he have? Fuck, what does he have though? He has another hit. It's definitely not that. Doesn't he have like a pop hit like that though?
Here Comes the Sun.
No, then maybe
no,
I was
that's
thinking of George Michael because I definitely don't know his something called "Here's the Sun."
Yeah, I know. Here comes the sun. Do, do, do. What? Twist and Shout is
That's
George Harrison?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, either way, whatever. Either way. Why? What about him?
I just watched that Beatles
I-
trailer for the documentary.
Yeah, Beatles suck.
I only watched it because I'm on Lights, Camera, Barstool today or yesterday, and I honestly couldn't name 5 Beatles songs. If you told me like songs, I would recognize
I
them,
agree.
but I couldn't name them off the top of my head.
I'm totally with you. The only thing that interests me is the Paul McCartney's dead thing.
What?
Oh yeah.
The Paul McCartney's dead. Conspiracy theory.
Fuck Paul McCartney. What is that? What is that? I'm a Stones guy. He fucking spoke out against the Stones like this week. Be like they were never really a rock and roll band.
The Beatles aren't rock and roll.
Yeah, Mick Jagger said we started touring in '68, haven't stopped yet. You tell me
Yeah,
who's rock and roll.
fuck off. They're like the last guys you could talk to. Yeah, there's some dude who like looks exactly like Paul McCartney that they're like, yeah, they just like slid this guy in because the real McCartney's dead, and it looks, I mean, exactly like him.
Really?
Like if I were to show you a picture of him,
There's a bunch of hidden stuff on like album artwork too, where he's wearing like I think it's Sgt. Pepper's. Everyone has a red rose. Paul has a black one, and it's supposed to be like that whole album is talking about how he's dead.
like look
I
at
think
that
it's
side by
album.
side. One of those guys is like that just looks like a young Paul McCartney. That's not him. It's crazy. It looks
I
exactly
mean,
like
that
him.
also is like a British dude.
Well, I mean, they're all fucking.
They all.
Yeah, they're ugly British guys. You know what I mean? Like Like they Paul and fall. I mean, it's look at that. That's crazy, dude.
I think these two look. I don't know who's who, but I think these two look pretty different. That guy on the bottom left doesn't look like the other ones.
What?
That guy on the bottom, like, there's just. Huh?
You think?
I think that guy maybe it's someone more weight on. I think the top two have much more pronounced jaws than the bottom two. I don't know if those are different. I honestly don't like that. They might be horizontally. I'm saying vertically the same.
Well,
guys.
that's kind of the point. You don't know. I mean, if you don't even know who's who, and what's what.
I think the top two look very different than the bottom two.
I think it's horizontal. It's. Oh, and that interests me is that. Next up.
What was it next up? Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Malcolm Butler.
Yeah.
Interception.
Yeah.
Right? If you intercept a signal, you stole the signal.
Yeah.
Intercept a code. Intercepted the football, stole the football.
I like that. I'm gonna go with
that one, as you like to say, was probably the biggest of the secondary ones. So they lose
that changed
game,
everything. That changed everything. If
If
they lose that, it's been like 10 years since they've won one. Brady's, like whatever. It's like, who knows if he decides to be like, this isn't working. That relaunched everything.
That reignited it.
That sucks.
Like, oh yeah,
that one fucking.
We'll go on
sucks.
another warpath.
Yeah, that really blows. That one really
That is
fucking.
Bro,
sucks.
I was like, I had given up faith. I was like,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
obviously, I was like, yeah, this is over.
I mean, when they caught that ball,
the curse catch
and then
because it always takes a fucking. That's part of the recipe of being the Patriots in the Super Bowl. You need a fucking otherworldly catch.
Yep.
That's why I thought the Julio Jones catch
was it.
Was it too?
Yep.
I was like, fuck, there's some
and having Marshawn Lynch, like he's just gonna run it in. Like, you're not gonna like goal line stand this. My last one. I mean, I know I don't think this will resonate with you because you said you never played this game, but the bacon, steal the bacon.
Oh yeah,
all time playground game, steal the bacon. Also, Alejandro Galarraga's perfect game. Jim Joyce just stole that from him.
That's a good one.
Just fucking stole it from him. Unintentionally, didn't mean to, but somehow, and fucking just this past wild card game, just stole that fucking at bat from Wilmer Flores. That was crazy. The most crazy thing in all of sports, John, is that we let umpires who are about 120 feet away decide what someone's wrists do at home plate.
Yeah.
That is nuts. I don't give a fuck about the angles. Like the guy who's like right there should just make the goddamn call. You know what Dallas Braden said? I don't know if it's I don't know if it's true or a conspiracy theory amongst like baseball players, but it depends on which arm the ump. If I point with my right arm, it means I think I got this call right. Just back me up on what I said. If I point with my left arm, it means like whatever you want to do, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Which is almost like. Still props to the umpires for like having the quick I gotta go right or left. You know what I mean? Because I'd be like, shit. Being an umpire sucks. The worst job in the world. All right, so let us know your top 5 thefts of all time, and get creative with it. All the different types of steal. So let's get into voicemails now, and then we'll do Daniel Sloss to wrap it up. Voicemails today, another batch of video voicemails. We got them. Video voicemails today are brought to you by Blue Nile. Blue Nile is the #1 place to get your jewelry on the internet now. Everything else you buy is off the internet. And I feel like for some reason, people buying like luxury goods or jewelry, there's some trepidation because you're like, I don't know, what if it gets lost or what if it's not real? And it's just like, I don't know, man. Like everything else on the internet, they figured out how to do that. They're shipping it to you. It's going to be real. They're not going to lose it. It's just going to arrive at your house like every other fucking thing that you've ever ordered. And if it doesn't, it's all insured and it's not going to be fake. It's just like,
you ever buy something and you're like, if it doesn't make it to my apartment, I'm going to lose money. No, that's not how buying things works.
And as, also like the fake idea. It's like, okay, so when you're in the place and some guy looks at it and goes, all right, it's real. Then you believe it. But if it arrives in the mail, you're not. No, it's all real. It's all certified. And it gets rid of the hassle. You don't have to know someone in the Diamond District. You don't have to hassle and haggle with some guy trying to get a deal. You don't have to worry about any sort of fakes. And you can get everything right there on the computer. It ships to you in a discreet shipping, so you don't have to worry about ruining a surprise. Whether we're talking about just a nice little necklace or pendant or bracelet for a regular anniversary or birthday or Christmas, or if we're talking about the big one, if you're getting your engagement ring, it will ship and there's no no worry that the secret's going to be the cat's out of the bag. You can get diamond stud earrings. You can design engagement rings. You can get fine jewelry with modern convenience, all at BlueNile.com. They have 200,000 ethically sourced GIA-graded diamonds to get, the piece of jewelry of her dreams or his dreams, by the fucking way. Or his dreams.
You want to really splurge on your boy.
Come on, man.
It's not even about marriage. Doesn't mean you get your friend a diamond ring.
I feel like maybe you should get me a diamond ring.
I was already saying it.
But I beat you to saying it directly. You should get it for me.
No, check. Well, I guess you said.
No,
it
you were just
directly,
saying you should get it for your friend. Get it for your
But
boy.
I was looking at the camera going.
Oh, well, I thought you were. I thought it was like the
That one was real.
choking on the host.
I don't know what I was choking on.
Get all your preset diamonds and gemstone jewelry from Blue Nile right now. You can get $50 off a $500 purchase right now, including engagement rings. Even our guys here at Barstool, make sure that they go to Blue Nile. Stephen Che, when he got engaged, he popped the question with a Blue Nile ring. Roan, when he popped the question, he just got married. We know he didn't invite Lil Sass to the wedding, but he used Blue Nile. So everybody here at Barstool knows the easiest way to get it is through the internet and through Blue Nile. So you should too. So $500 it up. You get that discount when you use the code KFC at BlueNile.com. That's BlueNile.com. Code KFC. Video voicemails. The new era of KFC Radio. You want to get your face out there. You want to get involved in the YouTube video. You want to have you and your friends ask us some questions. You don't have to call the hotline like it's $18.95. You can get your pretty face out there. You can get your brand out there if you're an influencer. Whatever you want. It's the new era. Video voicemails. Lego. Even our guys here at Barstool, make sure that they go to Blue Nile. Stephen Che, when he got engaged, he popped the question with a Blue Nile ring. Roan, when he popped the question, he just got married. We know he didn't invite Lil Sass to the wedding, but he used Blue Nile. So everybody here at Barstool knows the easiest way to get it is through the internet and through Blue Nile. So you should too.
Hey, Kevin, Feits, everyone else. So it's not really much of a question, but we live in a college house. There's 5 girls, and we have like a little bit of an issue. We go through, on average, like 3 gallons of milk a week. We bought 3 gallons of milk at the beginning of this week, and it's Wednesday.
Milk girls in the building!
And we're out of milk. So is this normal? Because we feel like it's not.
Bro, these
women
bitches
need-
crush milk
Women need more milk.
to fill their tits.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like filling up gas tank.
Women are like, I'm gonna need a lot of milk when I get older. So
I mean, listen, you want bigger tits, you drink milk.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
obviously, it is like I want to have 3 kids. When you have your first period, the doctor gives you a slip. That's like, okay, if you want to have 3 kids when you grow up, this is how much milk you have to start drinking every day.
Naturally.
And then 5 kids.
Start drinking.
More milk, yeah. And the 2 kids, less milk.
Right.
Is how.
5 is more than 2, so more milk. Dude, 5 gallons, 3 gallons for 5 girls. That means, on average, these girls are going through like almost a gallon themselves. That's a lot of fucking milk.
Bro, I drink a lot of milk. These chicks are smoking.
John, these girls are hammering milk, John. Gallons upon gallons. It's Wednesday. They're out of milk. What are these girls doing?
If you're putting down 3 gallons of milk
Before Wednesday?
Before hump day?
Before hump day hits? It's Thursday. You're ready to start the weekend, and you got to go milk shopping again? 5 girls drinking gallons of milk, John.
This is what I mean about women and not understanding what fucking dairy does to you. All chicks, I'm lactose intolerant. No, you just funneling fucking milk, and then it fucking ruins your digestive system. That's what's happening. These chicks are taking dumps in the house.
What are they doing?
Yo, when you're ripping that much milk, you're taking dumpies.
What do they think? They must be having a lot of coffee? A lot
I
of
think-
cereal?
No,
They're just hammering
if you're
holies.
taking down that much milk, you're just doing glasses of milk.
You're just doing holy pints?
Yeah.
Just fucking big whole milk
Maybe
gang.
cereal. Bro, I mean, I bought milk last night. I do like a half gallon a week. And I eat a lot of cereal. I probably have like a little nightcap bowl of cereal. I have fucking,
No, I do more than that, but...
maybe, like one of those, it's a half gallon. Yeah, one of those.
Oh, I'm good for like a gallon a week. But
You're doing a gallon a week?
probably, yeah. on cereal alone.
Bro,
I
that
think
means
I'll-
you're drinking as much milk as
I
you
know.
can.
I'm a fucking guy. I'm not an 18-year-old college girl.
I think they have the freedom to. They're having children in the future. They need all their milk. You're done with
John, that's not a real thing.
Yeah.
That for,
Like,
for,
you're about
for
done. You
young
don't need any
college
more milk
girls
for
to
your
be
cum.
young college girls slugging milk makes no goddamn sense. None. Jackie, how much milk have you had in your life? You probably had 3 gallons your entire life.
Yeah, I don't know, but I.
Like when you're like in your you and 2 girls right now. How many people you
4.
live with?
3.
4 girls, 3.
I
Three
live
others?
with 3 girls. I am 4. I
High me
phrased it
5.
weird, but you
High
get
me
it.
5 cents.
Okay.
I me 5. Unbelievable.
High
High
me
me
5
cents.
cents.
I
Jackie.
don't believe that they didn't mean to be cutesy with it. I don't. I just.
You think that the aluminum manufacturer was like, you know what? Let's have a little fun here and make it like the cans talking to them. Hi, I'm
if
5
you
cents.
they could have done me. I guess it's alphabetical order,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it's alphabetical order, like all the rest of them.
I just don't believe it. Like, it's too cute to not.
These cans are just too cute.
Yeah. But I also think that, like, I'm not getting enough credit for how smart the, like, high me 5 cents because I'm a nickels. That's because I wanted
that's
to be
why
like,
you said it?
I wanted to be like my like Instagram bio or like my catchphrase.
Well, it is now,
Catchphrase.
for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
You've
You can run with that
Okay,
now.
okay,
Hi,
okay.
me 5
Hi, me 5
Okay.
cents. I mean, for the people who
I
just
wish-
might not even know what we're talking about, you got to check out the new KFC Radio, like, behind-the-scenes vlog that Pabs has been putting out. But on the back of cans, when it says how much the deposit is for when you turn it in, it has Hawaii and Maine, so it's H-I and M-E next to 5 cents. So Jackie thought the can was saying, hi, me 5 cents.
But to be fair, it does say hi, comma, me
me
Yes,
5 cents
yes,
because,
yes.
I mean, that's, they put a comma
Also-
between the states.
Shut up. Okay. Also, my issue is, and you've said this before, I've gotten DMs of these people who are too timid to come out and agree with me, but they all said
Oh, are you saying there's more high me 5 cents
there's
out there?
so many high
There's high me
5
5
cent
cent
censors
truthers?
out there.
Like
Well,
they
listen,
think
then-
it's funny, or they
No,
truly
they
believe
thought
it?
the same thing.
Well,
but-
then I
but
need to
in
see it on the
Twitter-
record. Then I want the high me 5 censors to fucking put their name
Show
on it. Tweet it out.
yourselves.
Show yourself. Don't be a coward, because I hate when that happens. I hate people publicly hate and privately support. No. Put it out there.
If I get one more private DM about it, I'm outing all of the.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're all getting outed. Full government names and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
High me 5 censors will be loud. What are we talking about here? Oh, so
milk.
how much milk do you and your how much do you and your girls drink?
So I lived in a house with 8 girls. But here's how I know they're probably not from LA is because we only had almond milk. None of us are lactose.
I was gonna
intolerant,
make.
but-
I thought it was too low hanging. I thought it was too like.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna be like, oh, Jackie probably drinks almond milk.
No.
And I
She
thought,
does, of
I
course.
thought it was too low hanging.
I don't even. What
too
the
true
fuck?
to me.
How do you make milk out of almonds? What does that even mean?
You milk
What is
the-
almond?
Also,
Crush 'em.
do you know how much goddamn water it takes to fucking have an energy? It is not the. Might be the healthy option. It's not the better for the environment option. It's all fucking fake bullshit.
Oh, look
people
at
drinking
you,
almond milk for the
Johnny
environment?
I think so.
Environmentalist.
Or maybe it's just bad. Yeah. keep
It's
the
water.
methane
It
out,
takes
the-
water.
The cows and shit. I don't fucking.
I mean,
know,
you
man.
gotta milk cows, bro.
I've done a new thing.
Cows
where
are
I
gonna. Everyone knows if you don't milk the cow, they explode.
I just do whatever the fuck I want. I don't care about recycling. I don't care.
My
about
carbon
this.
footprint,
I don't
wide
care
as
about
fuck.
That. I just do what I
Yeah,
want.
welcome, John. Welcome. Been doing that my whole fucking
Oh,
life.
I never did. I just say it publicly now.
Yeah, well, good.
I don't fucking care.
So
Yeah, I got two
all right,
two bottles of
all
water
right,
in front of me.
even your almond milk. How much you going through?
I don't know. Like, we never measured.
Were you
but-
consistently like going to the fridge and be like, "Ah, we're out of milk"?
Well, we each got our own cartons. I feel like they all load up together. I feel like we were pretty.
Load up, bitches! Come on, ladies! It's Sunday Milk Day. Let's go load up. I mean, I am in love with this house. I need to go like visit these girls, and I want to watch them live. I like Planet Earth. I just want to watch them eat and drink. Just be like, she's back to the fridge, going for another pint of milk. I feel like
You gotta be eating a lot of PB&Js if you drink that
yeah,
much milk.
but that's what I mean. That's why for me it's not a big deal. Like, I mean, it's gross, but like I'm having cereal. I eat a ton of peanut butter. I eat a ton of chocolate. I have my ice cream binges. I always have a little milky on the side. I dip my cookies in it. I am crushing milk. But girls don't do that kind of stuff. Girls are not like hammering fucking peanut butter sandwiches late at night. Girls are not falling asleep with ice cream on their fucking chest and I mean,
their feet.
I'm putting in between their toes. I'm
You don't
putting
have
down
an OnlyFans. You've never had your feet covered in ice cream.
I'm putting down a sleeve of Oreos a night. You know how much milk that takes? What are these girls doing?
Kevin. We got to talk, I think.
Oh, I've been doing this forever. If you have a problem with it now, you've had a problem with me for the last 10 years.
I don't have a problem with it. I got a problem with what it's going to do to you. I think
it's too late.
We have no.
Do
no,
to me.
It's
It's done
too
to
late.
me.
Ice cream is a huge throw-in. Like the peanut
Not
butter.
really, but I'm not eating all the other shit. I'm just eating the ice cream now.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
like-
all happening together. Okay.
No. It's
Okay.
like so I'm not having like a fucking cheesecake tonight. I'm having a fucking pint of ice cream.
Yeah. Okay.
It's always swapping in and out.
all right. As long as we're
Yeah, no, we're good. But what are these girls doing?
Is it weird? I don't think I've had milk in like 6 months.
Yeah, that's weird. Well, no, I mean,
No,
like,
I think a lot of
adults
people don't like milk.
Yeah.
But I'm like, do you not have cereal ever?
No, I always make like eggs in the morning and stuff
Do
like
you
that.
have
and coffee.
and you don't have like a sweet tooth? Because I feel like if you have like you
No,
need like
I'll
milk
have-
for cookies and brownies and
No, I'll
donuts.
have ice cream every now and then, but nah, not really.
Ice cream, you don't need the milk as much. I like to have it.
because it's fucking dairy. It's enough dairy. If you're eating fucking ice cream with milk, it's like eating grapes and wine. Pick one or the other.
No, but I feel like because I also have all the fucking
They're
toppings from
also,
16
that's a very
handles.
common thing.
So yeah, so I need to like wash it down. But God, a bunch of like young college chicks just think about like there's the guys out there who are hooking up with these girls. The guys who have crushes on them think that they're hot, dating them, and these bitches are just slugging milk. Like you're like, what are the girls doing in that house? What are they doing? Are they making out and they're hanging out? They're doing it. No, they're just funneling milk.
Milk chugging competition.
Yeah, just butt chugging
No way
milk.
you could drink a gallon in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Projectile
Oh my
vomiting.
God,
That
that's
house is
so
set up
funny.
like Dexter's kill room. This fucking covered in fucking set up like Cytheria scene. Just
I love it. I love that they were willing to put their faces on it too. They probably didn't think they were going to be dubbed like the milk bitches of America. Next up,
What's up, KFC, Feits, Nick, Jackie, Zach, Josh, Pavs, BC. What's going on, guys? My name's Jordan from Long Island. I'm high as shit right now. I'm gonna be honest, okay? And I got a question for you guys. I've been thinking about it. Just popped in my head. So, I'll give you a little backstory. I'm pretty sure I learned when I was younger that urine kills sperm or semen. Like, you know, it's some sort of concoction. Like, there's, you know, pre-cum is some sort of concoction of urine and whatever the fuck. Cum
definitely not.
of pre. And, like,
No.
if it's true that, you know, urine kills semen or sperm, then, like, if you accidentally cum in a pussy, then can't you theoretically just like piss in her like a fire hose, you know? And like, way cheaper than abortion, way cheaper than, you know, raising a kid. Shout out KFC. I don't know. Yeah, I was just thinking about
fucked
it.
up,
you know,
didn't you?
God forbid something happened to me. I mean, maybe I might do that. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think.
No, you let him finish. You let him finish.
Okay, so first of all, that was the joke I was going to make, not the honest. I was gonna say, if urine killed semen, I'd have been pissing and bitching since 2006. Instead of saved a couple bucks on the pill, but morning
Bro,
after.
this is-
But yeah, more. Yeah.
Plan B. This is. I mean, I'm so happy that we are off to a cosmically hot start with the voicemails between the therapist and the pee and pussies guy. Thank you.
Bro,
this is.
also-
I'm willing to say this is one of the dumbest voicemails we've ever gotten. I mean, like, what is he? Can we Google this to see if there's even like something on the internet?
First thing that comes up is some people.
Talking to the mic.
Some people incorrectly believe that urinating after sex will flush out sperm.
Well, that's like
I can
girls have to
understand-
pee after sex to like so they get the bacteria out,
yeah.
not the babies.
Not the
I like how he said like you can save money on an abortion. Like it's not fucking. It's not 2 days, 3 days after you get a fucking morning after. It's like, oh, we had the second trimester. We decided we
you
can't afford it.
imagine?
Behind open those legs, let me die. I gotta take a wicked leak.
I mean, yeah,
Turn you
honey,
into a water balloon real quick.
honey, I'm a couple weeks late. It's been 6 weeks. Let me just
All right, time
hop
for
in there and
piss.
pee.
Don't worry, I'll drown the baby. Fetus. Drowning the fetus.
It's not a goddamn jellyfish sting. You can't just pee on it and kill it. This is one of the dumbest fucking people we've ever encountered from this show.
I love him to death.
I can't get enough of him. I love him.
I want to call. What other questions you got?
I was gonna say this dude needs to get high every week and call up. What else have you been told? What else do you think can prevent pregnancy?
I believe peeing prevents a UTI, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because flushes it out. I think there's also something. I think you get hard. I think the reason why you wake up with a hard on is partly just to stop you from peeing in the bed.
Right to the brim with piss.
Huh?
What?
I think it's. I think I read this recently that it's partially a reason is that it's to stop your body from pissing because your dick's in cum mode, not piss. Not piss. It's not a water balloon filled up with piss.
I thought it was full of piss.
You did not think that your dick thought your dick was filled with pee? You did not think your dick was filled with pee.
I still don't think you haven't convinced me it's not.
You think that your actual dick has piss in it when you pee?
Yes. Hang on. What do you mean? What are you saying?
You're saying your dick gets hard because it fills up with piss? Your dick gets hard because it fills up with blood.
Right, but piss help. But
what?
Well, then why is my dick harder in the morning? Because it's full of blood and piss.
No! Your dick is not ever filled with pee.
It can be.
No, it's in your bladder and shit, bro.
I don't think so, man. Bro.
That stare down was
bro,
that was the P. Diddy stare down back and forth.
Bro, if
your dick is never filled. If you think if I poked a hole in my dick when it's hard, pee would come out of it?
In the morning, yes.
You're dumber than that guy.
Dude, if I fucking fingered my dick tip right now, I'd hit pee.
No, you wouldn't.
I have.
If you got all the way to your fucking bladder, you would.
I have to pee so bad right now.
Why's your dick not hard?
It's right at the tip. It's harder. I need to mix in a little blood to get hard, but it's harder than usual.
This is staggeringly stupid. Is anybody else in the room under the impression that your dick's filled with piss? Mike?
I'm gonna out myself.
Yeah?
And I definitely thought that when you
Zach?
had to pee.
Okay, good.
Nick?
Okay.
No.
Thank you. The two dumbest in the room. Thank you for your honesty, Mike.
There has to be something because when you really have to pee, your piece is just naturally bigger. So that means it has to have fucking.
I don't think
this guy's making a lot of sense.
He's not. I don't think there's a correlation at all between sometimes
Bro,
when I pee
I'm
I'm hard, sometimes when I pee I'm not. Mostly I'm not. You guys are running around every time you really gotta pee, your dick's hard?
Not hard, but there's pee
three
in
quarters?
it. I got enough pee in it to get it noticed. It's a little different.
It's just there's no pee in your dick.
Are you sending piss dick pics? What's going on?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Right now, could do one.
I
was
feel like I'm on another between the milk and the pee and the dick. I feel like I'm on another planet right now. This is insanity.
I have to pee so bad that when we were trying to figure out the video voicemails, I almost went to go pee. That was 15 minutes ago.
You think your dick is like a cactus? Like you cut open a cactus and water comes out? You think that there's just piss in your dick?
I didn't realize you were fucking.
A what? Cactus expert man?
A southwestern fucking botanist. I didn't know what happened when you cut cacti open.
You think your dick's like a
you
lava cake?
Take Kevin on a drive to the American Southwest to play everything about a goddamn cacti.
You think your dick's like a tree? You tap it and sap comes out, syrup comes out. You think you can tap your dick and get piss out?
You hit the right fucking vein, yeah. I don't think there's enough doctor degrees in this room to be telling me I'm definitively wrong.
I don't think it takes a doctorate degree to tell you this. Holy shit! Next up, I think. It's. We're gonna do. We have one more.
Yeah. We have one more. Yeah.
Let's do.
Can I take this?
Yeah. Go get rid of that hard dick of yours, bro. All right. Last voicemail. What do we got?
Hey, KFC, Feits, whole crew. Quick question / depression story, I guess. So recently found out that you can still learn new things while you're sleeping, like your brain can still retain information. So it got me thinking about the fact that sometimes I'll fall asleep listening to old KFC Radio episodes. It made me realize that like maybe that's making me more depressed than I would be if I wasn't doing that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna stop falling asleep listening to your episodes. And then question going off of that is there anything that you have learned that you like really wish you didn't know, or like any facts that you could have gone your whole life without knowing? So yeah, let me know.
That's great. That's a good question.
Okay, hang on a second. Before we get into that, I see medical journal pulled up here.
P-boner.
That
looks a lot like Urban Dictionary. That's not a medical journal. That looks like the Urban Dictionary font.
Seems to be a medical journal. Right above it, we have a gender identity test. So,
what does P-boner say, Mike?
There must be a whole community of people.
Much like the High-Me 5 sensors.
There are literally dozens of us.
Yeah. I mean, it says pee is normally stored in the bladder, but there's so much stored up, it needs to find a place somewhere else to go, which is in the penis.
These two think that they've like won this. They're like, yeah, man. See,
Urban Dictionary.
The internet
on
says
our
P-boner.
side.
My boner, my bladder filled up and just started to fill it up into my dick.
Yeah,
It's
where else
just
we're
filled
gonna
with
go,
pee.
bro? It's like the when someone's drowning and they get a little bit of air left, like they go up into the little fucking thingamajigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
That's
they
what the
do.
P's doing. Like we got a little bit more space up here, fellas.
Little overflow. Bladder's full, just go into the dick.
Yeah.
This girl, the thought of this girl going to bed at night happy.
That's why people with little dicks have to pee more often.
Because there's no space. Yeah. Meanwhile, like Mandingo pees like once a week.
Yeah, he's a camel.
Yeah. This girl goes to sleep at night happy, lets an episode just run in her brain, wakes up suicidal. Just like, what the fuck? Like, I got a
Really?
full 8 hours. I wasn't tossing and turning. Why am I just so goddamn angry?
John would shut the fuck up though.
I don't know how you could fall asleep listening to our episodes, because there's just always going to be a random like,
Yeah.
banging on the table. You don't piss out of your dick. What are you talking about? So shout out to anybody who does nightly go to sleep to us. I know a lot of people who I listen to you for like comfort. Like I always like when I'm in a bad mood or I'm anxious, I can always listen to your guys' voices and kind of calm down. I'm like,
Why? I have the worst
whoa.
voice in the world.
And it's this is the most manic crazy podcast ever.
If I could kill my voice, I would.
Yeah. But what is the worst thing you've ever learned, you think?
The worst thing I've ever learned?
Like the one thing you wish you didn't know or learned.
That my fucking dick doesn't randomly get hard because it's filled with piss. Honestly, I have an easy answer for this.
What is it?
It's the pirate maggot story.
Yeah.
I wish I could
Stuff
learn
like
that.
that really grosses me out.
Yep.
Yeah. Like also, this is not true, I don't think. It's some sort of urban legend, but the whole you eat 8 spiders in your lifetime.
Yeah.
It's probably fake, but you probably could eat one. You probably could eat you
first,
could eat
First of all, it's annually.
Yeah.
Second of all, I had 4 last week, so I'm good with that.
Ugh, it's disgusting. I feel like anything like that where it's oh man, that is really gross. The average human will do XYZ, and it's oh man, I wish I didn't know that.
For those who don't know the maggot story, it's that pirates used to blow out the candles beneath deck, so they didn't know that so they couldn't see the maggots on the food they were eating.
Gross.
It's a disgusting one. It's
Yeah.
definitely a disgusting one.
Do you guys have any fears or anything that grossed you out that you wish you didn't know?
I don't think that's probably the only one.
I feel like there's something I've had to have learned along the way. I probably.
This isn't the same thing, but one time I fell asleep to a Demi Lovato album, and then I woke up and I just knew every single word to every single song on the Demi Lovato album, and so now whenever I take a test and I can't remember something, I'm like, fucking Demi Lovato takes up
You got the Demi Lovato.
Wait,
Third
wait.
random.
So give us a song.
You knew all the words without having really listened to it, except for that one night.
Yes, I just fell asleep. It's the 2008 album, the Unbroken album. And I mean, what do you want me to do? Recite all the lyrics?
Yes.
Sing a song. Yeah.
I'm not gonna sing a song.
Why?
Yeah.
Because
Sing
I'm
the
not
hit
gonna sing a
single off
song.
I mean, I think you are sadly mistaken. I think you are gonna sing a song.
I think
I think you will be fired if you don't sing a song. That's what I think.
Just give us one chorus.
Yeah, give us the chorus of the biggest hit off of Unbroken.
Okay, no. No, I'm not going to do that.
Why?
How about we'll all sing together?
Yeah.
Well, you guys don't know the words like I do.
That's true. That is
No.
Dude, sorry, not sorry. I fucking got you covered. That song bangs.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
not sorry is a heater.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna sing a song.
Why are you so scared to sing? Now
Because
it's
I'm
like
not
a thing.
gonna sing.
Why?
Because
yeah,
I
this
can't
song.
sing. I'm surprised that you guys know this.
Wait a minute.
A billion streams, girl. Of course we know this shit. That wait a minute, all time.
I'm responsible for about 100,000. We did a road trip.
We also can't have this. I have to take this out of the edit.
Yeah.
Idiots.
If you would have just sung, it would be less work for you. But now.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Could have just sang. Could have just sang. Now we got that.
I forgot how easy that chorus was. All you had to
Dude,
go.
sorry, I'm not sorry.
Baby,
Sorry, I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry. Baby, I'm
You know what? You know
sorry.
why she didn't do that? I don't think she knows the words.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna sing. Like I'm not a singer.
Okay, well, we're gonna have some kind of bet that comes.
Apparently,
soon.
you're a sleep memorizer,
Yeah,
but
wait.
you're not a singer.
We're coming up to 80,000. Is this triathlon happening?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't go back on. You can't say you're gonna do
do
something on the
that.
podcast and not do it. That would be crazy.
That's like illegal. It's against the rules. It's against the Constitution. The Internet Constitution says you got to do it.
Everything you ever
If
say
you
you're gonna
show
do.
me an internet constitution,
Can we make one?
Yeah.
I'll just
That
write
sounds
it
awesome.
right now.
Yeah, let's make an Internet
Jackie,
Constitution.
Jackie has to sing Constitution.
you know what,
Article
John?
1.
I was gonna back you up in your little pee dick thing, and I take it back.
Well,
I'm not gonna do it
Guess
anymore.
what? I don't need a woman telling me about my body, so thank you very much.
I was gonna say I was under the impression that was the same thing, so it's not a stupid thought. But
No,
I
it's
guess
stupid.
you don't even want my.
Don't worry, it's stupid. I'll give that some thought. We'll tweet that out. Hit us on Twitter or on Instagram. What's the one thing you wish you never learned? There's probably something about like, oh, this like kills the animals when you do this or some shit. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we told you we're anti-environment people now.
It's not that I'm anti-environment. I want the environment to suffer. It's not that I don't care. I'm not indifferent. I'm anti-environment. I see the fires. I'm like, good. There's too much environment out there. Too much environment. We need less environment. Thank you very much, Leo. Too much big environment taking over. All right, let's end this madness. Let's do our interview with Daniel Sloss. Daniel Sloss is brought to you by Upstart. Upstart is the best way to get out from underneath debt. Debt is crippling, bro. I mean, I know it firsthand. My credit card bill is too high. I've had a lot of big bills in the past few years, mortgage. All of a sudden, you got a lot of things on the wrong side of the ledger, and sometimes it feels like it just snowballs and it gets out of control. And especially if you're younger, when you really should have no debt and try to stay debt free if you can, and you feel like you just kind of lose control of things. And Upstart can help you by paying off your debt with a easy personal loan. You can do it all online, whether it's the credit cards, whether you're consolidating high interest debt, whether you have a big expense that popped out of nowhere that you have to fund. Upstart can help you get this personal loan all with one low, fixed, easy monthly payment. And they can do it. They can get you this personal loan based on more than just your credit score. Because obviously, if you're in debt and you're not managing your finances great, your credit score might not be great, and then you can't get any money in the first place, so you can never really dig out. Well, that's where Upstart will say, all right, maybe your credit's not great, but you do have a good job, you have steady income, you have all these other streams of income, all these things that help you get that loan and pay it off. So you can get a personal loan from Upstart today. 5-minute online rate check. You can get your loan anywhere from $1,000 to $50,000, and you can, in some cases, get it as fast as one business day after accepting your application. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/KFC. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided by the loan application. Upstart.com/KFC. All right, let's do it.
Now you swore there. How much swearing is allowed on this?
All you want.
I encourage the fucking most possible swearing you can do.
Well, congratulations. Welcome to a fucking Scotsman.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I feel like it'll fit you quite well. No topic is off limits. No language is off limits. But it's Daniel Sloss, and the book is out here. Everyone You Hate Is Going to Die. With the greatest is that technically part of the title, the asterisk, or not?
Yeah, the asterisk is because if you open it up, it forces
Where's
people
it?
to open up.
The first page?
Is there a jacket? No,
In the
there.
jacket.
And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
second
Yeah.
joke.
So
Yeah.
everyone you hate is going to die, but so will everyone you love. So maybe it's not as comforting as I thought. With two skeletons fucking.
Yeah.
Which is the greatest. I would say the greatest title of all time.
I was very happy with the cover
Yeah.
because this book was meant to come out last year, and then there was that fucking pandemic.
thing,
that
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
yeah.
The whole thing happened.
Yeah.
And there were so many people that were like, I don't know if we can release a book cover
Everyone is going to die.
with the title is Everyone You Hate Is Going
It
to
should have
Die.
been asterisks from COVID.
And then also, can we put like two dead people fucking on a cover? And I'm like, do it.
Yeah, all the more reason, right?
And man, they did it. They stuck with
I
it.
love all the little Easter eggs, like the and other comforting thoughts on your family, friends, sex. You know, everything there. What's funny is like if you're like buying a book, there's something to like the physical book, the cover, the title, the artwork, the coloring.
Yeah.
And this might be one of the more captivating ones if you're a scumbag like we are. You know.
I'm very interested to see how it's because I have no idea. I didn't ask to write this book, right?
So you were tricked into it?
No, but like
Write the fucking book, Daniel.
just back of the head. I love America, but they phoned me up after the Netflix specials came out, and they were like, "Do you want to write a book?" And I was like, "No, God, I'm a comedian, man. We don't write books. I'm not an author." And then they encouraged me, and they gave me topics to write about.
You need the form. So wait, so then did you do it all on your own, or was it like with a writer and all,
Well,
like,
no,
once
no,
they
no.
encourage you, you let it rip yourself?
Did it all myself, and the
Yeah.
guy was just like, he was like, just write whatever you want. I'm like, but you're gonna edit it, right? And he's like, yeah, that's my job. So I would do one write of it completely sober, and then I'd get whiskey drunk, and then I'd edit the chapter while whiskey drunk over again, and then I'd get high, and then go over the chapter one more time high. So I go in it with like 3 frames of my.
It's like 3 times distilled.
Yeah. And then I would send it through to him, and he would be like, "Yeah, that's great." And I'm like, "No."
Now you do.
Man, edit. Please
Yeah.
edit this. And he's just left so much stuff in there that
Wait,
like
Isn't it the opposite? Is what's right sober,
Hemingway was right drunk, edit sober.
edit sober?
Yeah.
And you kind of did right sober. Yeah.
Shit. I've done it in the worst order. Now I'm just a bigot. Shit.
But you did right. It's also like
awesome,
I'm a fan of New England Patriots, and Rob Gronkowski. You may have heard of him, maybe not. I don't know.
I have been on Conan with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he is a tall fucking man.
Dude, he's the only person I've ever met where I shook his hand. I was like, "You're not a human." He his hand like went up here. Like, this is fucking weird.
Because I'm desperate to get into American football, but it starts at 1 a.m. in Scotland.
Right.
So it's tough to get into. And we're backstage, and there's just this huge man. And all of my friends who are NFL fans are so angry that I met Gronk.
Yeah.
Because I was
You
just
didn't have
like,
any-
no, I have no
Yeah.
idea. No idea. Met him and Marshawn Lynch, and the only thing I know about Marshawn Lynch is he loves Skittles. That's the only thing. And they were like, "Did he give you some Skittles?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "I can't believe it. This is all."
That's great.
But when Gronk was promoting his book, he was asked if he wrote it. And he replied, "I've read most of it." like in earnest. Like he wasn't making a joke. He was just like, "Well, no, yeah, I've read most of it." It was like, "Oh fuck, I said the wrong thing."
No. Unfortunately, I have no one else to blame this on. Like those are all my words. But the problem is, like, like when I'm on stage and I say something shitty, it's very obvious that I'm doing it for the sake of like a joke
for a laugh.
You raise the eyebrows. It's the tongue's thoroughly.
Not here, dude. The written word. You've actually done things.
You don't have
completely backwards, sir.
Yeah.
Most of us have been like we started out blogging. We were writing the written word, and then when you realize how much fucking trouble we're gonna get in every day, we kind of moved over to video and voice and audio where you can use inflection and you can laugh and you can make your point known. This is just be like. Everyone you hate's gonna die. What? I mean, you can go in.
Oh, I'm just waiting for like someone to, because I mean we're promotion in America just now, and obviously we've got some, promotion comes in different forms. You go on shows where you can have banter with the host, and then sometimes you do morning television.
Yeah, that's gotta be tough.
I'm just waiting for them to be like, so this entire chapter on why you find America weird. I'm like, can we just skim over all of that? The bit where you say we need to give all 13-year-old boys vasectomies. Do you stand by that? I do. I openly stand by that.
And now let's give you some new pumpkin spice recipes. This I love too the back jacket of. Daniel Sloss finds about the author descriptions wanky and outdated. He would like you to just watch his fucking comedy specials. The publisher, on the other hand, would like you to know, on and on. And how about that picture, bro?
Oh, what the fuck
I
is
mean,
that?
a little fucking,
Go away.
little false
Who'd
advertising.
you hire for that one, dude?
Look, it was a pre-pandemic photo shoot.
I
It was
bet.
back when I had love for myself and my body. Now I'm the fat piece of shit.
In this book, you talk about your special Jigsaw, which is unbelievable. And you talk about how that, which is a special I had to kind of turn off a little bit because I was like, this is hitting a little close to home. But you talk about how it's inspired, I want to get the number right, hundreds of thousands of DMs?
Hundred thousands of breakups.
Breakups.
I actually just heard the stats myself. It was on the audio version. It was, you said 300 divorces.
It's now, I think it's now up to 350, 400 divorces.
And 120,000 breakups.
Yeah. And the breakups will be higher than that, but we stopped counting those. But I do, man, after every gig I do, I'll get at least 4 or 5 people coming out to me saying, I broke up with my partner because of you, I left my husband because of you, I left. And it's the greatest thing in the world. Like, on the other side, there's been one time in Edinburgh, some guy came up to me, tapped me on the shoulder, he was like, are you Daniel Sloss? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, my girlfriend dumped me because of you. And I had to be like, no, man, buddy, she dumped you because of you. Like, I just gave her the kick up the ass. And do you have her number?
What is it for the people who haven't seen the special? What do you think is what compels people to break up so directly?
It was never meant to be a show that broke people up. It's not a show that I believe is anti-love, but it was very much, I'd come out of a very toxic relationship, and it was a relationship that I kept forcing myself to be in because I just felt like that's what you're meant to do. So many of us feel like we have to be in relationships. Because it's what you do. It's what they do in TV shows. It's what they do in movies. Like all of the older generation. Oh, your mum didn't love me at first, but then I wore her down, and we stuck through each other thick and thin, and all these psycho relationships that never should have lasted. Yep. And we try and emulate that. And then I was single, and I was just happier than I'd ever been in any previous relationship. And I was like, oh man, like being single is objectively better than being in a bad relationship. And I was always told the opposite was true. So I just wanted to kind of fill other people, like, if you're in a toxic relationship, it's gonna suck, but get the fuck out of it because it's so much better. And turns out that resonated with a lot of people. And during the live shows, it was fun because, like, now I just get it from people that watched on Netflix. But like when we used to perform it live, you would see couples' body language change during the show. They'd start holding hands, and one hand would go away, and there'd be this, and they'd leave.
Nothing when there's a couple and you say a joke about a relationship that like hits home, and they just kind of they're like. Not me, not you, or like totally, I mean, it is.
I think it's James Acaster. Someone has a special where he's talking about like the fun person in the relationship. And then you hear half the room laugh. Yeah. And he's like, if you're not laughing, you're not the fun one. You are painfully aware you're not the fun one in this relationship. Oh no, it's someone cares more. Someone cares more.
One person cares more. Oh, always. There's always one person reaching and one person settling. There's always one person who's into it more than the other one. And these are of course generalizations and the bad versions, but also in my experience, all of them are the bad ones. like in my personal experience, I look around, my friends, my family, everybody, I'm like, everybody's pretty fucking miserable.
You did the actual math in Jigsaw, right? Am I misremembering that? Where you did like you're probably like the
probability of you being
60% of marriages fail, and then like it was under 30. Yeah, there's
a bunch of statistics that I vaguely googled, but in that way where you just like Google statistics that prove my opinion.
Well, I went through that as well because I got divorced, and so I was throwing around that like 60% of people get divorced,
and also my dick is the average size.
But then people hit you with the real stats, which is like. Well, yeah, but that 60% is also including like teenagers who are poor and people who and that like the people in your median, like 15% get divorced. I was like, fuck, God damn it.
I've never heard that.
It's
I've
bad.
never put that together. You're right.
Yeah,
That's
it's like it's like upper middle class white couples. They don't really get divorced too often,
Yeah,
man.
but also the other statistic is like the upper middle class white couples that don't get divorced. Like how many of
They
them
murder
are
each
happy?
other.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they're not. Like go to
They
their
kill you in
home.
sleep.
Yeah. You go to their house and it's spotless and like, do you have cleaners? And she's like, no.
No, all gone.
Just takes my mind off things. I gotta keep moving. I dust the photo of him every single day.
They have like a million signs that say blessed, and it's like just trying to beat it into their own fucking skulls.
Live, laugh, love, live, laugh, live. I love him so much.
so
He's the best thing that ever happened to me. And my children look just like him, and that doesn't make me resent them at all.
It's amazing, especially after going through a divorce, where it's like, I don't know, once you go through a bad relationship, or not, my divorce wasn't even the worst. I've been through other toxic relationships and shit, where you then kind of see the Matrix afterwards, and you're just like, what is everybody doing?
Yeah,
And like, how was I a part of all this? Or
it's very, very embarrassing
Yeah.
to go from being in love to not being in love, because like being in love is such an illogical thing. Like it's just your brain
most
explodes into chemicals.
Totally irrational.
Like it's more addictive and dangerous than any drugs. Like
1000%.
what it does to your brain. And we all just go through it, and then you love this person so much because of everything that's going on, and then you slowly fall out of love with them. And then like a year later, you reminisce back, and it's cringeworthy.
Oh, you're like, I can't believe that was me.
I can't believe all the things I said to my friends about this person, and they're going through the same thing. There's no way they're like, he was so dreamy, I lost a good one. Like, I can't believe I used to eat his ass. I can't believe I ever did that.
This is why I don't talk to anyone about anything.
Yeah.
Because I know it's not going to last.
You're right.
I've never shared a moment of happiness, pride, joy, anything with anyone, because I know it's not going to last.
You can't share the good or the bad. You share the good, and then when it doesn't last, that's when when people break up and they're breaking up with like their whole family. They're like, but I love her grandma and I love her aunts.
yeah.
Who the fuck cares?
yeah,
But
get
then
it.
when you tell the bad, and you don't, when you tell the bad, and then the next day you're like smiling and kissing them, and all your friends are like, well, what the
That's
fuck?
why you can't tell.
Like, you
Once
guys were
start-
smashing mirrors and breaking, windows last night, and now you're just kissy. What the fuck is going on?
You owe it to your friends. If you break up with someone, you have to stay out of that fucking relationship, because you're like, or you're wearing the dunce hat for the rest of your life. Yeah, like you come out of the relationship, you bitch about them for so long, and then a week later,
You're just
you
right
get
there
back
with
with them. And as a friend, I'm gonna be like, okay, just as long as you and I both know that you're a fucking mug.
Yeah.
You are an absolute fucking mug, and you're just wearing this stupid hat, and I don't respect you, and I no longer respect any opinion.
I had
I'll
a
talk to him again. I'll shake his hand.
No,
Like, we'll-
I've done that with my best friend. I had like a sit down where I was like, what you're doing is so incredibly fucking stupid. It was borderline dangerous. This is bad for everybody. We were living together at the time. And he was like, I understand, but like I'm in love, and so I'm gonna do it. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, shake on it. I just want you to know my part. I'll stay the fuck out of it. I hope for the best, but you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But let's get all our cards on the table here. Let's just tell it like it is.
It's why I think you have to have stages of a breakup. Like when you sense the end of the relationship coming. Like the first one, you just tell some friends like, things aren't going great, whatever. Second one, you break up, and you're like, but we still like each other. We're good.
You're gonna
It's
get
fine,
back,
no big deal.
yeah.
And then like when you finally have to go like Cortez burn the ships, you're like, she says the N-word. Well, we're fucking
stabbed me in my sleep.
She's a psycho. You gotta go all like hard. Like then you can never go back to those friends.
Yeah.
And be like, look, we're back together. Like I've said some fucked up stuff about her. Most of it wasn't even true.
Yeah.
It's
Just
just
to let
so
I did
you
it
guys
just.
can never let me back
Yes,
in.
absolutely. It is really the craziest fucking thing that I don't know what it is, if you believe in like your brain or your heart or I mean the worst thing for me, I was always thinking about how illogical and irrational marriages, relationships are, and how we make you then tie your finances to everything. Like everything that's so concrete and literal, we then tie together to the most irrational, like floofy, fluffy thing. And I remember reading from someone who really believes in pheromones, and they were like, that, it's real, and that's who your body is gonna like want and all that. And I'm like, I'm paying all this shit for divorce and the house and the money because of fucking my nose, because of what I fucking smell. Are you kidding me?
That's why they call paying it through the nose.
Yeah.
That's where that comes from.
Crazy, man. It is a wild world. So I mean, that was kind of what you like after that special became the main thing, right?
yeah.
Is that
And it-
is that like were you going for that? Did you want to
No.
be like the breakup guy, if you
No.
will? Yeah, it's just
There
one
was-
piece of your comedy.
Yeah,
right?
2 specials came out. One was dark, and that was about like death and disability and stuff. And then Jigsaw came out, and that was about toxic relationships. And then and literally only 2 minutes of Jigsaw is about like.
Yeah.
But no, I'd say about 15 minutes is about breakups, and then 2 minutes of it is about like self-love, but not in a self-love like we're all worthy of it, but just in a way like my whole thing was like, if you don't love 100% of who I am, fuck off and die. Like this is me, and like I'm not going to be in a relationship where I have to compromise anymore.
That's the main point, bro.
But that's now the main point of the fucking special. Like, Jigsaw went so viral and so cult in like this very, very weird way that it's very weird to create something and then just watch people run with it, and you're like, oh, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
No,
Too late now. Too late.
And I'm
Once things become too popular, they lose all meaning. We
meaning,
talk about
yeah,
that with
the
like
message,
words.
we get it.
And you don't get to choose how people process your art. That's the thing about art. Is it's open to interpretation. But like, man, there are some. I've been sent fucking memes where it's just like the entire self-love part, but without the punchline. So there's like 6 memes of just me saying really nice things, like really self-supporting stuff, and there's a punchline at the end of it in the show, which undermines the whole thing, and that's why it's funny. And they've taken that out, and I'm like, I'm not a self-help guy. I'm not fucking Tony Robbins. I don't think you should love yourself. If you're a piece of shit, fucking hate yourself. Like if you suck, you should know that you suck and be guilty about it, so
Brother,
you become a better fucking person.
Before this podcast started, he was like, he's gonna fit in really good on this show. Confirmed. Confirmed. That right there, you could be a third co-host of this show. It's that is fucking hysterical. When they missed the message, I used to talk a lot before I did this. I was an accountant, so I had a shitty cube job, and then so a lot of my material was about like hating work and doing the minimum and trying to snake your way through it. And I would have people come up to me being like, dude, didn't do any of my work, got fucking fired today. And I was like, that's not really
not what I
like now
said.
you can't pay rent, dude. That's not good, man. That's not what I meant at all.
Yeah. Well, because like so many people took like Jigsaw as such an anti-love thing as well. Like I'm engaged. I have a fiance.
He loves it.
Yeah.
How does that work? Does she
Well,
does
but-
she get it? Yeah.
Yes, of course she does. Like she watched the show, she's seen it, and also, man, she knows me more than anyone knows me.
Yeah.
And we're in a very healthy relationship. Like, but now I don't talk about my fiance much because I get all these people like, you fucking hypocrite.
Yeah, you fucking poser.
Have you
Would
watched
you
the show?
find happiness in love? Fuck you, man.
Yeah, you said you were against love. No, I didn't. Well, I didn't watch the special, but I heard that you said...
I saw a few memes. They were pretty clear.
Yeah. Self-love and
bullshit.
fuck women. That's what you said. Like, I didn't say either of those things. No, man, she gets it, and she's the butt of all of my fucking jokes now, and that's why we've got a good relationship.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can't say to her, and there's nothing she can't say to me.
Yeah.
The another part of your humor, as the first special was called Dark, and the second one you mentioned your sister who's passed away. As someone who's very dark, what do you do on your birthdays? Because I don't know if you know this, Daniel was born on 9/11.
Yeah. I feel guilty because it's what I wished for. When I blew out those candles. It was very,
Holy shit. Really?
The 10-year anniversary of this, I hope.
3 years beforehand, I've been wishing for Xboxes, nada. The one time I wished for 9/11. I didn't even specify. I just went, I wish 9/11 happened.
They took it and ran with it.
I didn't find out about 9/11 until like 3 or 4 days afterwards. So it was my 11th birthday. Was when
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You found out about 9/11 on like 9/15?
Yeah.
What were you doing for the fucking 4 days?
We were on like a school camp thing where like all of our year was taken like to go away for a week to do like mountain climbing and like canoeing and kayaking and stuff.
Wow.
And like on the Tuesday was 9/11. It was my birthday, so we woke up at like 9 a.m. and all the teachers and all the class sing me happy birthday, and then we get in like a van on the way to go canoeing, and like all of the teachers are crying. Like the teachers are just sobbing, and the guy who's driving the car is crying, and like they're all listening to the radio, and the kids are like, "Why are the teachers crying?"
Yeah.
And none of us have the intelligence.
Yeah, kids
to
aren't
just
listening to
shut the
talk
fuck
radio
up
on the fucking
and
car,
listen
you
to
know?
the radio.
Yeah.
And we keep going, "What's going on?" And just the teachers are sobbing, and people are scared, and we're like, "What's happening?" And they didn't tell us. They were like, "It's not our job to tell you." So like, I get back 4 days later, right, and I get home, and my parents are there, and they've not seen me since my birthday, and they're like, "Hey, happy birthday, we love you. Here's your presents." Also,
So 3,000 people.
just to let you
Also,
know,
the world will never be the same.
Like, it's
Your
like-
generation will grow up like weird fucking. That's like movie worthy. Like 4 days in September. Like this one class was just insulated from the worst.
we had no idea. And then
Holy
because
shit.
we watched it, and like it's hard. I mean, it's hard for anyone to process. But as an 11-year-old, you're like, I have no idea what this means. I have no idea what those problems were.
Ramifications, yeah.
Like all these people are, everyone's scared now. I see a lot of jets flying places, and then every year after that, when I was still slowly being devoid of empathy and slowly learning it, I remember now, and this is horrible. I remember being so angry that there was a minute's silence on my birthday. I took it when I was like 12 or 13 years old. I took it as such a personal affront. I'm like, this is like what during my song on my day.
Dude,
and now when I look back, I'm like, oh my fucking god! Like I've been to the museum here, like I get it now. But, like, when
I bought a pencil.
I've been to the museum. I get it.
Yeah, I understand.
That's how I feel about slavery. I read the American
pictures.
textbooks. I heard about it.
Once I met a couple of black guys, I was like, oh, okay, you all didn't enjoy it. I understand now. Okay.
Oh fuck! What was I just gonna say? Oh, I remember when I was on. So I'm a little older than you, right? I think I was 12 on 9/11, and I had. And this is my first time ever saying this publicly.
Oh boy, fuck.
I had such a great day. like it was. I remember it happened. We were in Mrs. Robbins' class. It was my homeroom, and they took us to social studies. I forget his name. And they wheeled in the TV, you know, like the meme where it's like comes in on that, and we just watched TV the whole day.
So it was this, yeah.
You didn't watch
and, like,
TV. You watched a fucking live
Well,
feed
we
of
watched
buildings
it-
collapsing.
We watched the news, and then we switched to movies.
Oh,
We
okay.
didn't watch this fucking CNN for 8 hours.
Okay.
We were children.
Well, that's
That was
pretty great.
We would have started killing each other. like, oh, another 9/11 happened. Like, 9/11 would have a different meaning in Fall River if they just had us watch the news for 8 hours. Like, at the end of the day, 11 kids killed each other. But then I remember getting in the car and being like, Mom, is that just what school is from now on? And she's like, no, here's what happened. Like, buildings hit, and terrorists attacked, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and I hope there's another one tomorrow.
Yeah, like, I want to watch the TV, man.
I got homework I got to hand in. And, like, I can.
Like, if we could just do middle school as that the whole time. Like,
Have you ever heard the story of the guy who bowled a perfect game on 9/11?
No,
It was-
does this have a horrendous punchline at the end?
No, it was just on 9/11, 2001.
Yeah.
He went to work, like the buildings hit, the planes hit. He worked like at a factory in New England, and like
oh, it's right. He's a New England guy.
yeah, I think somewhere like northwest Massachusetts. And then at night was like his bowling league, and he was like, they're still having it. They haven't called it. I'm gonna go anyway. And he bowls a perfect game, throws 300 on the worst day in like modern history, and so his plaque is up saying like,
buddy.
9/11, 2001, big smile on his face.
Man, to even
just-
because like you can't even fist pump on 9/11. Like that's disrespectful. Like even.
But that's what
like,
that's
if
so
he
funny
did
to
it-
think that I bet that place was going crazy.
Yeah, they were.
I bet like the only
USA
place in
chance.
in
Like, let's go,
America-
Billy.
Everyone else in America is like sobbing, pretty much worldwide. And then, you know, in the Taliban controlled Afghanistan and this little fucking part of New England, people are going nuts. We did it. I mean, it's
Billy's
crazy.
a local hero. They have a holiday and parade
I mean,
every 9/11.
if you set that guy up, you know, you give him a lie detector test, you give him some truth serum, and you ask him, like, what are the best days of your life?
Yeah. Did you?
September 11th,
Did
2001
you
is on his
enjoy
list.
9/11?
Yes.
No. Get him in jail. Get him in Guantanamo. Hey, he's one of them.
Dude, I don't like the precedent we're setting right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is dangerous times.
I don't know. We watch a lot of movies.
How did it feel when you put the book out, though? I mean, we like I said, we all started as bloggers, so we did a lot of writing, not book writing, but just a lot of words on paper basically on
It's
the
a
computer at
very-
least. But we've always thought people have always said you guys should write a book about the history of Barstool or some of your all the shit we've ever written. But it seems like a big undertaking.
I don't agree. Easy.
Really?
Yeah. Well, not
But,
like easy, but like it was easy for me to write a book because it's non-fiction.
Yeah, right.
True.
So it's it's just my opinions and stuff. And look, if you give me whiskey, I'll have an opinion on most things. and
But
I had a really good.
it's still a couple hundred pages.
Yeah.
250 something like that. I mean,
250?
I think so. Yeah.
That's the perfect.
252.
That's
Yeah.
the perfect length.
Yeah.
It's,
The
you
perfect
want a book
length.
that you can, if you need to, you can read it in like 1 or 2 sittings. But you read like a chapter a night for a week, and then it's
1 or
done.
2 sittings, bro.
but
I
it's
do
real
20
writing.
pages per
Like it's,
sitting.
Yeah.
That's where I'm
So
maxing out.
that's healthy.
I do 20 pages per sitting.
Yeah.
I get maybe sometimes 40. I usually do a chapter and then I allow myself some phone time and I do another chapter. And chapters are usually about 10, 20 pages.
So this
Yeah.
is what? This is 10 chapters? Yeah.
I think so.
10
yeah.
chapters, so it's even, break it up like that. It's a little bit more than 20 a page, but it's not like, sometimes you see comics write or celebrities write. It's like, it's basically like a picture book, you know what I mean? This is like a real fucking book. I think you're probably selling it short a little bit. Like, it had to be some level of commitment to, like, were you balancing writing material with writing your book, or do those all kind of, like, one hand washes the other?
I was on tour, so it was like after Netflix came out, they phoned and was like, "Do you want to write a book?" And then that was when I was on like a 18-month tour around the world doing my last show, X. So I was on a lot of airplanes and like had a lot of downtime during the day.
Got it.
I mean, it was challenging, but like a good challenging. Like
How long did it take you to write?
Uh,
That 18 months? Like that whole tour?
I'd say about 12. But I didn't write it quickly. Like if I can't write, I won't force myself to. Like I'm not one of these people that's like, okay, I'm gonna go somewhere like a cafe and I'm gonna get myself into the headspace. If I'm in the mood to write, I will, and you won't be able to stop me. But like I can't.
It's not like every day, noon to 4, I write. There's no schedule.
I couldn't force the shit out. Like I would sit down sometimes, and if nothing came to my head, I'm like, that's that,
Not
done.
today.
I'm not writing today.
Yeah.
And the deadlines help with that. And then also just the need for feedback, because like with stand up, the reason I love it so much is because I'm a control freak, and it's just there's so much control and power in stand-up. I know how well I'm doing instantly, all the time.
That feedback.
Yeah, and I'm in. The second a joke doesn't go down well, I know why it's not gone down well. I know how to fix it. I can change the audience. If they're not liking certain types of material, I can go down another route. I'm always in control. I know I'm good at stand-up because I've been doing it for 14 years. So I can.
How old are you now?
I'm 31.
Shit, started
Yeah.
pretty
I
early,
started when
yeah.
I was about 16, 17. Yeah. So I know that like I'm good at stand-up. I'm confident in my ability doing it. But I'm not an author. I'm not a writer. When they asked me to write this, I was like, I need feedback all the time. And they were like, well, we're happy with what you're sending. And I'm like, no, but I need like even just like just reply saying ha ha. Just like let me know which bits you enjoyed. Like just please. And then it's such a needy thing. I was like, can you just write the bits that you thought were funny? Because otherwise you're just gonna say yes to everything. And I would give it to my fiance to read, and I would just watch her read it. And she's like, can you fuck off? Like this is the most insane thing I've ever. Like, and she'd just sit and read it, and she'd laugh, and I'm like, what bit?
What was that? What was that?
And she's like, get out the fucking room. Get out the fucking room. I hate this. I'm like, okay, sorry.
Now you're on tour again right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just flew in. And I was actually talking to Kevin about it because I don't understand it.
He's very upset about
I'm
this.
very upset about this.
Yeah.
You live in Scotland.
Yes.
You came from Scotland.
Yes.
And then you.
Why were you in LA yesterday?
Oh, so the U.S. Embassy in London isn't open because of the pandemic. So I couldn't get my O1 visa that I need to come into the country. So we had to do this weird thing where basically my lawyers found this loophole, not a loophole, a legal thing. Where you can get,
A legal thing is basically the kind of the fancy word for loophole, but the less suspicious.
A legal loophole where I come into the country and then I basically had to hand the immigration officer a note that just went, go get your dad. And it was just like, my lawyers have been in contact with like the immigration guy, and they've got the exemption, they've got the form that is the exemption to allow me in. So I'm in on an O1 visa, even though I don't technically have the actual thing itself.
And that happens only in LA?
They could only do that in LAX.
That's a lot of fucking
So you go
flying
from
for you.
Scotland to LA just for a cup of coffee to get the papers and then right to New York?
Yeah.
You didn't even do anything in LA?
No, we did. I went
Oh,
down.
okay.
I've got friends in Santa Monica, and we went down to Venice. And
Got it,
Like,
okay.
I
So it wasn't a
still,
total-
You're like,
layover.
yeah, no, I did things. I got a pizza.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I went and got baked. I went and got, like, it always blows my mind. And also, man, I've not been in America for 18 months. Now, I love America. Like, I love coming here. I find it fascinating. But, like, not coming here for 18 months, like, I missed it because you are all fucking psychopaths.
Yeah.
Like, I've never, and I don't mean this as an insult, but, like, yesterday, when I was...
weirdly, I don't take it as one. I don't know why you added that
Weirdly,
part.
I do, but I'm okay with it. I don't know which is the weirdest of all.
Yeah, 'cause you did it in an accent, and for some reason, we're okay with that.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I was just stoned walking around LA, and I know LA isn't a great thing, that doesn't represent all of America, but I've never met a normal American. Like, every American I've ever met, including yourselves, it's just so uniquely and confidently yourselves. Like, every single person is just 110%. I mean, even the introverts in America are like, I'm an introvert! And you're like, buddy, no, you're not! I'm shy! And you're like, okay, yeah, okay. But I find it so like, people over here, you know, they say they've got anxiety and stuff, and I'm like, do you?
Yeah.
Because you
There's a lot of
just
that.
see-
Yeah.
But there's, like, you know, you're taught in the UK, and especially in Scotland and stuff, to, like, hide parts of your personality, like, it's, you know, you got to fucking fit in. And there just doesn't seem to be a fear of that here, and I respect it so much, but it means, like, your crazies are crazy, and your normal people are insane.
It's like crazy, crazy, or craziest. That's the scale. There is no non-crazy.
I was just walking here, and on 22nd Street, I think, there were two guys. They weren't homeless, I don't think. Judging the way fashion is going, it's hard to judge between now,
Yeah,
like,
you're
homeless or
included
not.
in that.
And there were two guys, and I don't think they were homeless. And this dude was pissing in the middle of the street, and the other guy was loudly cheering him on, like, oh yeah, baby, let's go. And I'll be honest, his stream was so strong, I stopped and watched and was like, he should be, like, he's earned these cheers. This guy is like, that was, honest to fucking God, it looked like he had this. I couldn't see his dick itself. He was, for some reason, shy about that, despite the piss in the middle of 22nd Street. But it was like I just dumped this out. It was what the stream was like. It was unbelievable. And I felt bad walking by it, being like, I don't know, I feel like I should cheer for him too.
I was driving in like a block away, and on the corner as I drove through the intersection, I think it was a water bottle. I don't know what it was. Some sort of plastic, though. Homeless guy just fucking threw it at my car. Police officer was standing right next to him. The homeless man didn't break stride. The cop didn't even fucking flinch, and I just kept driving. Like, I was just like, there is nothing that's gonna come of this. So like, whatever. That's maybe more a New York City thing than an American thing. But yeah, I mean, I would imagine we've got to be some of the weirdest fucking people in the. You know what's crazy too is the fact that it is like so big that it's like, you know, we're Americans, but me versus someone in Alabama versus someone in Portland versus someone in LA, it's all different countries.
Yeah, that's my big thing. It's like, I find it so amazing that you all think you're the same country.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane, man. Like, when you go to, like, Scotland is different from England. Like, the Irelands aren't the same as each other. Like, you go France, Germany, Belgium, Luxembourg. All these places are, like, in smaller areas than America. And they all have so clearly, like, their own identities. Like, I don't identify as European. I don't even identify as British. I am fucking Scottish. Like, I just happen to fucking belong to an island, right? And that island's part of some other fucking union. But in America, like, you're like, yeah, no, I'm an American.
Yeah, well, we
like,
got Lee Greenberg saying the
I'm
song.
Florida born and raised, Texas and proud, like, in Mississippi.
And
like,
then we're all surprised that we can't get along when it comes to politics. You know, it's like, we need to come together. How the fuck can that happen?
We've got nothing.
We're never
in
going to
common
agree
with
on
each
this,
other.
ever.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it might as well be a different planet if you are like a gun-toting Texas boy who like works the land and all. You know, it's like, I don't know any of that. Why the fuck
Also,
would we ever agree on anything?
Yeah, I call AAA to change a tire. We're not the same, man.
Yeah.
This is like also the only country I've ever been to where I've seen like actual real stereotypes exist. like
Yep.
like when you go to Scotland, like you'll see people in kilts, you'll see somebody drinking whiskey, and you'll definitely see somebody with bagpipes, but you'll never see the one person doing
all
of those
three.
things. You'll go to Australia, you're never going to see a guy with fucking wine corks on his hat with a boomerang having sex with a koala and talking about how a dingo ate his baby. But like you come to America, the first time I was in New York, I heard an Italian man yell, "Hey, I'm walking here." And I'm like, what the fuck is this country, man? Like, you guys have actual cowboys. Real, actual cowboys exist in abundance in this country. And you're all just like, yup.
America.
Why would that not be a thing? Why would this thing from so long ago in all these cartoons not be? It's insane to me.
You know, it's got to be fun to be able to enjoy it in small. It's like babysitting.
Yeah.
It's like I get to play with the kids, but then you got to raise them and take them back. You know, I'm here for a couple months or a couple weeks, and then I'm getting the fuck out.
I want to come to America every year for the rest of my life because I love performing here. I think you are, like, comedy-wise, the smartest comedy audiences in the world just because you've had comedy for so long. This is the capital of fucking stand-up. Like, when we talk about all the greats, like 80% of the greatest comedians ever are American.
Yeah.
Like, I love coming here to perform, but there is no amount of money in the world you could pay me to live here. You could offer me $17 billion to live
Stop.
in
Everyone's got a number. What's your real number?
My real number would be enough to buy a private jet to fly home every weekend.
Yeah, so
Like,
you gotta owning a private jet.
So
is
that's
big
not
money.
that much.
That's pretty big money.
Oh no, but I'm paying for the fuel and everything.
Wouldn't that be funny if everything else in your life was relatively normal? You had like an apartment or like a 2 or 3 bedroom house, but you just had a private jet. Like, that's my own thing. I just gotta get people back and forth to Scotland.
It's been in the family for many generations. It was my grandmother's and her grandmother's before her, and I've got it.
Do you write? I guess this is probably stupid, but because everybody tours all over the world now. But it's like, do you write with Americans in mind or Scots in mind, or or is comedy kind of universal that it doesn't really?
I found out very early on that comedy is universal. Like I've been touring like outside of Scotland and the UK since I was about 23 or 24. Like we were doing I did gigs in Singapore when I was about 20, and like Kuala Lumpur and Jakarta and Bali, and then I started doing like Europe from like anywhere from Latvia to Lithuania and Estonia when I was about 24, and I learned very, very quickly that like unless you're doing political stuff or local humor, comedy is absolutely universal. Now, not everyone has the same sense of humor, but everywhere has people with the same senses of humor, different types. Like I'll always be able to find people in whatever country that have a similar sense of humor to me. Now it might be 5% of them, it might be 1% of them, it might be 10. Like when I go to Slovenia, right, I probably not the most popular because they're quite a right-wing place, and I'm a fucking bleeding, or at least I appear to be a bleeding heart liberal on stage. Yeah. And so I get the people in those crowds that the 2% of the population that like that shit. But you come to America and it's a bit more universal in that sense. But comedy is funny wherever it is, as long as it's not, this is the street I grew up, and if you grew up here, you're fucking weird. And also, man, people just like, life is true everywhere. Like, we all go through the same fucking experiences of, self-loathing and love and hate and, fucking...
That's why I get mad about people who are like this. I think we were talking this recently. People are like, this song is literally me. I'm like, no, it's literally everybody. Because the human experience isn't that fucking unique. Like it is. There's a reason it's on. I can't think of a radio station right now because
it's
Z100. Z100.
I fucking hate when people like quote music lyrics to themselves as if it didn't go triple platinum.
Literally millions upon millions of people.
This song speaks to me, and it's just for me, and they'll cry, and they're like, it touches my heart, and I'm like, it sold 100 million worldwide. But then I think that's like the beauty of like art, which is some people the consumer chooses to relate to it. Like, my comedy doesn't relate to anyone in a particular way. I don't do anything special that makes people relate to it. I'm just very honest about myself and my experience, and people choose to relate to that. Like, that's why I found is the best way to get people to enjoy. Don't tell them what they think. Don't try and sway them, but just tell them your life experience. And if they want to join you on the journey, which most of them do, because they're there to see you, trust you, then they'll put themselves into the story and enjoy it way more.
There's also something too though about because I can remember being. It's not that I'm like, oh, this speaks to me or this is about me, but I do remember having light bulb moments once you go through some shit in life. Like I used to just listen to music. It's like I like the beat and I'm singing along to the words, but I'm not really paying attention because at that point I had relatively been happy and everything was fine. And then you start to go through some like tough times and you're like, oh, that's what he was saying there, or like, oh, that really does happen. And then you're kind of like, that's when you're like, oh my god, this is about me moment. But everybody does go through that same sort of shit. It's just a matter of have you gone through it
at that time.
You know, have you done that?
That's what I like about so much comedy is I love as an audience member sitting down and then the comedian on stage saying something so stupid or so awful or so horrendous that like I agree with it, but I didn't know I agreed with it until it was said. Like you're just sitting there and there's just this comedian awakens an opinion from the back of your mind. You're like, oh my god, I agree.
That is the pinnacle, I think.
You put into words something I didn't even know.
Yes, about myself. That is like the greatest, because it's about like articulating it or some abstract thing that you can't really put your finger on. You're like, holy fuck, that is how I do it or what I say or what I believe. That is the absolute best, I think.
You actually did that in Jigsaw with your when you're speaking, you're talking about your parents visiting your sister's grave, and I think you said you're one, it must be really sad. By year 20, you're just gardening. Something along those lines.
Sick fuck.
And I lost my best friend like 9 years ago, and I remember the first time we went to the grave, we were like weeping, and then now 9 years later, we do it every year on his birthday. And now we're kind of just like a couple people hanging out in a field. And like, I remember the first time we went, we like kissed his headstone like when we left, and I was like, am I gonna kiss a rock?
Those things start to get so weird. We used to always bring a Heineken my cousin used to drink, and like we would put it on the grave, and then it's like we just gotta clean it up later.
Dude, we
or
did.
Sort of like a homeless guy comes and snatches it, or
the homeless guy comes back every year the day after you pay your respects. So like, man, it's great. Honestly, like these guys, they love this dead guy. Like they also over there by that kid's grave for some reason they leave whiskey there. Like it's just there's homeless people doing a bar headstone crawl all through.
We did it the day.
One time I swear to God, one time somebody put a line of coke on one of the fucking headstones. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God.
What the day we buried him when the grass was still the dirt was still loose, we put like a bunch of Budweisers in it, and we're like, in 20 years, we're going to come back here and we're going to dig these up and drink them.
Because that's not a crime.
Dig up a grave. What are we doing? We were like 23-year-old idiots. Like, we're going to come up and grave dig beers and drink them by our friend's skeleton? What?
We're going to use his head and skull as a chalice and drink it through his mouth. We'll kiss him one mouth. What do you mean his mum said no? Well, she'll be dead by then anyway. After we're done drinking out of her son's skull, we'll go piss on that old Bint's grave. How fucking dare she?
It's a wild one, man. So, what else? You know, the book is. Are you gonna write more books? Is this like if this is a smash hit? Is that like I guess so.
That's not up
would it be though? Like, is it after having gone through it? I'm just so interested in the process of it because, like I said, people have recommended it. It's like, would you now become an author if you were, afforded that opportunity with the fans and the publishing houses and all that kind of shit?
I don't think I'd ever become an author. I think I'd just stay as a comedian that wrote a book.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if they want to turn me into a comedian that writes more books, I didn't expect to enjoy the process as much as I did. Just because I know what my skill set is, and like if I'm not brilliant at something, I don't like doing it. Which is a very shit.
Brilliant immediately. By the way. I don't want to work at it. I just want to be good.
I gotta be instantly fucking good, or it's not worth my time. But I really enjoyed the process of this. And I mean, it depends how it goes. Like if they want another book from me, like. I mean, they'll need to give me the topics again. I'm not messaging them being like, I've got this great idea. It's about a very handsome middle-aged Scottish man trying to fit in America. I just want to, if I enjoyed that so much that if this one does well, which I obviously hope it does, and it leads to more, then great. But also, if it fails horrendously, I'm still man, I never thought in my life I'd get to write a fucking book. Like,
Yeah.
that's the achievement there.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
fact
That's a
that this is
great. That's a bucket list thing,
yeah,
man. That's so
it's-
cool.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy. If it's more from this fucking class, but if not, then you know, I'll just use it to, you know, keep my bed steady or some shit.
How was the audiobook process?
Oh, good.
Do you like read it, or are you like performing it? Like?
Well, so I wanted to perform it, but because it's going out to so many places like Australia and America and stuff, and I do have a thick accent. Like I had to slow it down and make sure my diction was properly. So
Yeah.
I don't think there are some bits where clearly I'm just trying to get the words out there. But if you want it to sound more like me, just put it up to 1.5 speed. Like, I would always say to any Scottish fans of mine, play it double speed.
That's
and
funny.
You'll hear
Then
it.
you'll sound like home.
Yeah, I sound like normal, but
Yeah.
because I got to make the Aussies and the Yanks understand it, I'm like, hello, my name is Daniel Sloss, and I'm an English instructor.
Yeah, when you guys get going, and I'm sure this is true of like any dialect, but it's like, excuse me, what?
Oh yeah, like this Scottish one is particularly difficult. Like I've always enjoyed. My Scottish accent is not that thick when I'm at home. Like if you ask any Scottish person, they'll call me English because I sound fucking posh to them. But
which I'd imagine is like the biggest of insults. No?
Oh yeah. Well, the only one higher than that is the worst thing a Scottish person can be is a Tory.
That's like the hoity-toity
that's
Irish
the-
people.
that's the
No,
British
Tory.
right wing, right?
Yeah, that's the Tory of the British right wing. So Scotland in its history has never voted for a conservative government, but it doesn't matter what Scotland wants, whatever England wants, England fucking gets. And so like Scotland always has a bit like when we say fuck the English, it's like a banterful, like it's normally sports related sort of thing.
Yeah.
But when you say fuck the Tories, you mean that.
mean it. Yeah,
There's no lower being that you can be to a Scottish person than a fucking Tory. I'm now on a Tory rant. What were we talking about?
Just when you get going in your natural talk,
So
it's like
when I meet a Scottish person out here, because I'm so excited to meet another Scottish person, and we just start speaking in tongues to each other, and like Americans do this thing where you guys don't really try your hardest to understand other accents.
We don't try our hardest at anything, brother.
We don't, yeah. Like you conform to us.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
But
I don't know how we just convinced the whole world to speak English. That was a cool one.
Oh,
Like,
well,
you
you
learn-
did.
Yeah, well, the British get the credit for that one, I think.
I guess you guys get it.
I'll have you know, we did way more genocides before we even started, okay?
Colonialism was us first, pal. You want to go answer some fucked up questions from the internet?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Let's
Where
do
are
it.
where are the tours, by the way? Where are the dates?
So at the moment, I'm all over the US, doing in New York. I'm doing the Beacon Theatre on Friday.
Oh, yeah?
Awesome.
Yeah. Doing Albany as well, which I know is near here. But if anyone goes, if you want to see me, just danielsloss.com. I've got 40 dates in
Shit.
America over the next, and there's
In just America, we're doing 40.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's book signings after a lot of them, and we're pretty much fucking going everywhere. So please.
Where's like the furthest reaches of your tour? Like,
Here, well, we're going to places like we're going to New Orleans. We're going to. I mean, I don't know
That's
America
gonna be
on
a
a
time.
map, but like,
you know what? Neither do we.
yeah.
You know, we should probably get a blank map.
I think
If
I
we
did.
put
I
a
did.
blank map in front of you, how many American states do you think you could write in?
10.
There's people here who got under. They
I
got
was gonna
single
say I
digits.
did 20 something.
I could do-
There's people here who got single digits number of states like that have lived here their whole lives.
Yeah, I could do California, and then I could do like some of the ones East Coast, and then it would be. I'd get about 3 in the south, and then all the middle. I would just be like Ohio.
Blind
question
guessing.
mark?
All of this is Ohio.
Is it all Ohio, and then north is Minnesota? That's the-
All right, let's go do it. If you're watching on YouTube, click here to subscribe so that you get all the new episodes as they come out. And John, what should they click if they want notifications? Make sure you click thumbs up for the like. Hit that bell icon.